Hey, Scarline here. If you're like me in the fall, you want to watch football, not clean. Enter Molly Maid, voted Bold City Best Cleaning Service 3 years in a row. Molly Maid is reliable, friendly, and thorough. Visit mollymaid.com.
Did you know that Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief for nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea? Of course you do, because everyone knows the Pepto song. But did you know that Pepto also comes in convenient and delightful solid forms?
Pepto has very fast melts, cherry chewables, liquid caps that make relief easy.
Pepto makes relief on the go easy. So when you overdo it, undo it with Pepto. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Look out, world, we're getting strong. The future's here and we belong. She can STEM, she can do more. Like build a rocket and watch it soar. Or clean the oceans and make the world a better place. Oh, she can STEM, so can you. Find a cure, invent something new. There's no challenge in the world that she can't face. She can STEM.
Learn more at She Can STEM. A message brought to you by the Ad Council.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
1010XL, WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. From the offseason to the postseason, nobody covers the Jaguars like 1010XL. From the edge of your radio to the edge of your seat. Showtime! Feel the excitement of live play-by-play.
And this place is rocking right now.
On 1010XL.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
At Garber Auto Mall, we can wiggle it. Best price, we can wiggle it. Best trade value, we can wiggle it. Best payment, we can wiggle it. Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. With 8 American brands, we can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or online at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit Stonecore today and let's beautify your home together. Stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Ever wonder how you can transform your living spaces into captivating works of art? At First Coast Lighting and Fans, they offer a huge selection of high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness. Visit their showroom on Phillips Highway at the Avenues and step into a world of quality without compromise. Discover the difference that locally owned expertise makes and let them help you experience the transformation from average to extraordinary. At First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Googans Go Time on a Thursday morning. It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. Man, my friends at Custom Tree Surgeons are the best. If and when you need tree service, you're going to send me some happy email or text one day. You'll see. So CustomTreeSurgeons.com. You got any issues there? And so we get you up and at 'em and chugging toward it'll be kind of weird on Sunday, won't it? Without the Jags? Be a little bit weird. We get the Monday nighter. By the way, there is, it's a dual Monday nighter this week. We get the 7:30 game. I'm all for it. Now, look, you could argue a little bit. Why you gonna put us on Monday? Why you gotta split the audience? What are we now? A 4:30 window game? What is the other game? The other game's not great. It's Washington and someone, isn't it? What is it? Commanders and Bengals. Boy, Cincy is in an 0-2 hole. NFL's so tough. It's so tough, and we get caught up in our world as we should. But, man, we got some other teams that got some real early season darn near win or else. You know about the 0-2 stat. We pounded that into your head. You know the 0-3 stat? E, you want the 0-3 stat?
Give it to me.
0-3? 5 times since 1981, a team who started 0-3 made the playoffs. 5. How long ago was 1981? 43 years? 5 in 43 years. Ooh. That's one. Basically, it's almost the same stat, I guess, isn't it? No, that's 43 years. Oof. Not games. It's a lot of seasons, boy. By the way, I'll remind you of the record of our football squad as they head to Monday. That's not where I'm going, though, right here in particular. The Ravens are at the Cowboys this weekend. Oh. Boy, Baltimore is mirroring Jacksonville like this, and they start ahead of us, right? In perception, in reality, and any way you want to measure it. The Ravens started the year with loftier goals and predictions than the Jaguars did, and the Ravens did the same thing that the Jags did. They had a tough opener on the road, perfectly acceptable to lose at Kansas City in a hard-fought game. Jags a tough one on the road at Miami. Good teams will lose at Miami this year. Had it, let it slip away. That's okay. Jags came home in a game they're favored and should win, quite frankly, against Cleveland. The Ravens went home in a game that they were favored and definitely should have won. They hosted the Oakland Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders. Some habits die hard. And just like the Jags stubbed a toe and lost a game that you may look back and say they had to win, the Ravens did that this past Sunday as well. How do they bounce back? They're at Dallas, who also, by the way, is a little bit ornery after that beyond suspect performance they had against New Orleans over the weekend. So, man, you're trying to dodge 0-3? The two dodge balls that are firing at your gourd right now are in Dallas and Buffalo. Jags and Ravens, probably the most urgency of any two teams in the National Football League if you're going to go by the historical reality of the stats. 5 since 1981. Last team to do it, 2018. You don't even remember. The Texans. The Texans were the last to do it. Started 0-3 in 2018, which would have been what, the year, you know how they did it. We gave it to them, didn't we? 2017, we had a great year. 2018, don't forget, we started terrific. Beat the Patriots at home. We were 3-1. Arrow still way up. Texans started 0-3, rushed back, caught us, and we went back into hibernation, didn't we? The Rams are 0-2. They host the Niners. Now, the Niners are beat up at least. The Rams have played their first 2 games on the road, but they're a 7-point underdog. The Rams are also beat up. Who are we kidding? So what about that urgency meter? 0-3, you really are cooked. I mean, I hate to say that because I know our team is 0-2 and going on the road this weekend. And then there's the just very, very faint heartbeat of urgency in Cincinnati because they get to host Washington on Monday Night Football, and I would suspect they'd get their ship righted a little bit. So Jags met the media yesterday. Wednesday's a big day as we get into specific talk about what's coming up. I'm going to take you inside that locker room. Listen, there is one opportunity, and Travis Etienne gets right to the point. There is definitely an opportunity that extends beyond their current record, getting 1-2, confidence within, momentum going in the right direction. You bet there's some peer pressure come Monday night. It's Monday Night Football.
We have a great group of guys who just want to go out there and show the world who we really are, and I feel like this is a great opportunity to go out there and show that.
Pretty short and sweet and to the point, and by the way, dead on. Dead on. So as the Jags get set to go to Buffalo, more from a locker room that is, yeah, I'm not going to say that the locker room is, reeling or is bubbling. No, but it's a locker room that needs a win for a lot of reasons. Because let me tell you what else happens with 0-3, and this will contribute to the stat of teams not making the playoffs. Inevitably, it turns, man. It turns. Adversities don't work well with professional sports. Sure, there are those occasions that teams go, 4-8. Not familiar? And charge back, but you can't live on that hope. All right, so the embattled Billy Napier goes to Mississippi State this weekend. It's a noon kickoff, 11 a.m. out in Starkville. Florida somehow is a 5.5-point favorite. That shows you how rough it's been for Mississippi State. They lost 41-17 to Toledo last Saturday. One name that crops up, and admit it, Gator fan, if you've kicked it around, I promise you Urban Meyer's name has cropped up. A fantastic failure at the NFL level. That will never change. Urban has earned a dubious spot in NFL history when NFL.com plays top 10 worst coaching hires 50 years from now. Urban going to be on that list in the top 5. But as a college football coach, after Saban, who's been better? And so inevitably, the whisper turns, what about Urban? And inevitably, by the way, to a man, go down the line of Gator fan, would you take her? Yeah, you can't get the question out fast enough. Well, that said question has wound its way all the way to Urban Meyer's ears. And he was on a podcast called The Triple Option, and credit the host there, Rob Stone, flat out asked him about what he would think if Florida offered him said job.
And I guarantee you there's some boosters, there's some alums out there saying, you know what? Let's find Urban Meyer's number and let's get his tail back down to Gainesville. Somebody called you, said, Coach, come fix us again. What would you tell them?
That ship has sailed, Mark. And I want that program to do well so bad. I know so many people there and give a big part of our life to that program. But that ship has sailed, Mark.
All right. So listen, did you expect any other answer? I said the same thing. I've been on group texts where guys have thrown that name, not Florida fans even, just suggestive. And that's kind of before I may have even used that exact term. Man, that ship sailed. That dude's done coaching. It damn near cured Gainesville about killed Urban Meyer. And then Ohio State ratchets up that pressure. And then he came here, obviously, and took a beach vacation, so mental stability back. Of course, the Mets won 10-0. Yeah, you bet they did. Doesn't matter what the Braves did. The Mets are going to lose a couple times here the rest of the year. That's what I'm going to keep telling myself, at least. Braves finally won an easy one last night. What do you know? The bat showed up a little bit, and the bullpen said, hey, let's actually hold them. But the Mets won, the Diamondbacks and Padres all won, so Atlanta still sits in that miserable position that they started yesterday in, 2 games back of New York, and now just 10 games left on the schedule. Today's kind of a big day because the Braves finish off a series in Cincinnati. Again, it's baseball, so the role of favorite is more tenuous in baseball than it is in any other sport, but they are at Cincinnati in the afternoon, and then the Mets start a big 4-gamer at home with the Phillies. So let's see if the Phillies are interested in chasing down maybe home field advantage, something to give them a little bit of an extra spark, because here we are with 10 to go, Braves fan, and you're in this terrific position, rooting for Philadelphia. Oof. We got a lot on our plate today. Doc Murphy's back, so we'll ask him about the latest from the injury situations. That includes Evan Ingram, man. And clearly, Ingram is a weapon we're not going to have for a while. I play week to week with hamstring, and you end up seemingly in that same conversation 2 or 3 weeks from now. But we shall see. So Doc joins us. That's coming up in the 7 o'clock hour. Got the Riley Report. We'll catch you up on the college football landscape through the lens of the former ACC Player of the Year. So glad you're up and at 'em with us here on a Thursday morning. It's a beautiful morning out there. 641-1010, that's the phone number. Also, the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. And we'll be back with more, including a little trip with the mic sticks through the Jaguars locker room. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
One of the keys to victories is to know your opponent well.
Best thing I can do is point you in the direction of his competition.
Get insights and interviews from Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline when he takes you behind enemy lines. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Lickety Split AC Plumbing and Electric is now hiring. If you have a 5-star mentality to provide world-class custom plumbing or electrical solutions, you should work with Lickety Split. Their team is incredibly supportive, positive, and dedicated to being the best. If you have a valid driver's license with at least 18 months of experience, apply at Lickety Split, an equal opportunity employer offering competitive pay, a service truck, and a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Hiring management positions too. Visit licketysplitfl.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. You know how you know Georgia's good? Because they don't lose. You see, every team has a game like the Bulldogs had against Kentucky. Every team. And often it turns into an upset that you have to overcome. Georgia, whether it's Kentucky this year, Missouri a few years ago, Kentucky before that, they find a way to win those games that are the scariest games of the year. That's why they're so great, and that's why they're going to play for a national title again. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealers. Frank Frangie here. It's time for Bravo Days, Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified sales event at Nimnik Buick GMC. Now, for a limited time, enjoy rates as low as 1.9% APR or $500 in down payment assistance on Car Bravo certified vehicles at Nimnik. Now is the time to shop certified used vehicles and buy with confidence at Nimnik Buick GMC. Shop online at nimnikbuickgmc.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
He thinks he knows what he's talking about.
Of course.
Find out if he does.
Is there anything else we need to know?
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
Hey, Jaguars fans, as the official whiskey of the NFL, it's not a kickoff without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. And that's why we've built the Crown Royal Rig. An absurdly awesome 18-wheeler delivering the generous spirit to stadiums and tailgates across the country. Follow the Royal Rig on its journey from city to city, bringing together local cuisine, NFL legends, and the opportunity to pack a purple bag for charity and win tickets to Super Bowl 59. Visit crownroyal.com for rules and more, and please drink responsibly.
Ever wondered what heaven smells like? Come explore Crowned Head Cigars on Saturday, September 21st from 1 to 4 p.m. at Tobacco Cove, 3849 Bay Meadows Road, and find out. We've got the Mil Diaz, so smooth it's like a spa day for your taste buds. The Mil Diaz Maduro, rich enough to make a chocolate bar jealous. And Tim Osgener's Aramis, so bold they'll make you rethink your life's choices. As always, there will be great deals, food, and prizes you'll want to brag about. See you at Tobacco Cove, where every puff is a party.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation. Light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Go to carlsondentalgroup.com. That's carlsondentalgroup.com for all of your dental needs.
This is Chelsea with Renewal by Andersen Custom Windows and Doors. Here's what people are saying about working with us.
Installers were professional, courteous, and efficient.
Great customer service. On time, explained the process, and walked me through the installation. Amazing team.
Our experience with Renewal by Andersen was outstanding from the beginning to end.
Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
Renewal by Andersen, custom windows and doors.
For birthdays, anniversaries, or any situation that requires something really special, visit the Kuhn Flowers showroom on Beach Boulevard and select something that you can't find anywhere else. 1010XL's Andrew Gibson here, and that's the direction I head, Kuhn Flowers.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband and wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com.
Welcome to ABS Advanced Business Solutions, your local print management partner, and home to Xerox and HP copiers.
Advanced Business Solutions.
GoABSinc.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Welcome back on a Thursday morning, brought to you each and every Thursday by Custom Tree Surgeons. You have a tree emergency or just maintenance, it's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. There you go. Simple as that. I'm going to go take you in the Jaguars locker room here in just a sec. If you're an NBA fan, you're going to know what the following term means. So I got a good audience here. I think most of you know what it means, particularly at a certain time of year. ET will feel me here. You know what it means when they drop a Woj bomb. What's a Woj bomb, E?
Oh, man, breaking news in the NFL. He's ESPN's lead NBA reporter, and breaking scoops, particularly when it comes to contracts and free agency and trade deadline and coaching moves. Adrian Wojnarowski, or as he is affectionately known among the ESPN crew as Woj. Well, he's a Woj bomb yesterday. He retired from ESPN, parlaying all this years of basketball experience to go back to his alma mater at St. Bonaventure, where he will become the general manager of the St. Bonaventure basketball team. There you go. A Woj bomb. We have a Woj bomb about Woj. Wojnarowski has maintained a strong relationship with the Bonnies through the years. He has fundraiser for the school's collective in recent years. 91 graduate there, St. Bonaventure up in western New York. A Woj statement.
I wonder if Woj dropped a Woj bomb on himself, E. That would have been so classic.
Yeah, that would have been the last Woj bomb.
The last Woj bomb. It's a thrill of a lifetime to return to the university that I love and enroll a service to our student athletes. Hopefully I can bring value in a lot of areas to our basketball program, open doors to our young men's futures in both professionally and personally. So the 55-year-old, been at ESPN for 6, 7, 8 years. He bounced around before then, right? Yahoo, probably one of those other, online platforms. But the Woj bomb, the ultimate Woj bomb, leaving for St. Bonaventure. All right, I'm not going to sit here and profess to know how these quarterback ratings are accumulated. So let's just kind of do it this way. Just stop me when there's a glaring, wait, what? All right.
Bet.
Let's do 2 weeks of the NFL season. And there's the old traditional passer rating, which now you probably, if you're really playing about 95, if you're just playing good, solid, above average football. I think Trevor's got it's like 82 in that strict passer rating. ESPN years ago formulated a QBR. It takes a number of factors into play, catchable balls, and I don't know if there's a pressure component, but maybe anything you add through the run, right? So there will be some running quarterbacks as we go down the list that may not match with what's going on. I see a couple that immediately jump out at me. But forgetting all that, just what we know through 2 weeks of the season, tell me where the first glaring, eyebrow-raising name comes in, okay? Through 2 weeks. Derek Carr, you okay with him being the top-rated quarterback? Without knowing exactly what he did, all right? They're 2-0. That offense is rolling. He's got a QBR right now. It's 0 to 100. 96.2. By the way, Bryce Young benched this week. QBR, 9.1 from 0 to 100. And number 30 is Caleb Williams, and he's 24.2, a full 15 points ahead. That's how bad Bryce Young's season began. But let's go back to the initial exercise. Just stop me when there's just a glaring, wait, what? All right, so Derek Carr, 1. Okay, Kyler Murray, 2. Off to a good start, right? We talked about him yesterday.
Yep.
The only quarterback with 4 touchdowns and at least 4 touchdowns and no picks, Kyler Murray. Number 3, Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Geno Smith. Haven't watched Seattle. I know they're 2-0. And Geno's had a good couple years, but is Geno Smith a top 5 quarterback? Heck no. But, for how tied for 4th right now with Geno, a QBR of 71.5. So we're 25 points behind Derek Carr's hot start. Kyler Murray, the only other quarterback over 90, and he's got the 4 touchdown, 0 pick stat. Tied with Geno Smith, Sam Darnold, which seems preposterous. But, here are the Vikings with 2, spot-free wins, and Darnold's been terrific. It's been a huge surprise. But that would jump out as you know. Number 6, Baker Mayfield. Bucs are 2-0. Baker's playing great. He's just continued what he did last year. Number 7 is Jalen Hurts. Number 8 is Brock Purdy. Number 9 is C.J. Stroud. Number 10 is Anthony Richardson, right? He's getting bonus points here for running. They're 0-2, and he's passed terribly. That's the first one where you'd say, well, this ranking of quarterbacks is stupid.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Number 11 is Brissett. Not sure how he's played. Probably game managed. Cousins is 12. Burrow is 13. Herbert is 14. And number 15, 56.6. Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
15? Now, look, I only base that against what can seem like as you watch and then ponder in between games, a ranking that should be more like 25, no?
For sure.
And not that Jaguar fan would place him there into perpetuity, but what they've seen so far, 25 seems to resonate more than 15. But according to the QBR, he's 15. Wait, it gets better. So guess what, gang? We're fine. Because if we go play Buffalo on Monday night, our quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, according to QBR, is better than, are you ready? Lamar Jackson, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, a number 19 at 47.1 QBR, Patrick Mahomes. Trevor is better than Dak Prescott. He's number 22, and Jared Goff is 25. Tua is 26, and Deshaun Watson is 29. Yeah, NFL teams don't get better. They get better quarterbacks. Our quarterback is 15. Our team has lost to number 26, Tua, and number 29, Deshaun. Oh, no. Anywho, fun with numbers. That 0-3 number ain't fun at all, right? Just told you about that one. Andre Sisco in the Jaguars locker room yesterday. Got to play better. Defense got to make plays, man. 0 turnovers in 2 games. But here's the team approach to the reality. It's not an elephant in the room. It's an elephant in the parking lot. It's an elephant on the practice field. You're 0-2. 0-3 is, let's just say, quite perilous.
You don't want to approach things as if the ship is already tanked. I think that makes it worse. Making that feeling kind of expanded to even today. It's like, look at the film and take from it what you will. And I think that's how you get better. That's the point of all this is approaching Thursday or first day of practice like we're going to win the game.
Foye Aluakin, similar statements at 0-2. You can't let it overpower you. There's a reality to being it, though. This season will get away from you. You got to get a win this week. There are plenty of areas of improvement. The defense needs to get off the field faster. By no means has the defense been the problem. The offensive breakdowns, turnovers, penalties have cost the team 2 wins. The defense has done well enough, but they have surrendered a lot of plays, a lot of yards, a lot of time of possession. And it's kind of all led to this 0-2 mess that they're in. And now, at 0-2 on Monday night, there's this cat leading the Bills offense who's pretty good.
He's just a playmaker, really. Big guy, can use his feet. He's been trying not to use his feet as much. I think he's been documented saying that, but he got all the arm talent and stuff. He's betting the ball out more this year in the past 2 games from the years I played him in the past. Yeah, and then when things break down and when the game is on the line, I've seen him use his feet, lower his shoulder and stuff. He's a big guy. He does escape the pocket and throw the ball or run the ball. He's just a good quarterback, good football player in general.
Josh Allen was 3rd on that list of QBR through the first 2 weeks of the season, and yeah, that's one you definitely believe. Next step for the Bills is the next step. Got to go to and ultimately win a Super Bowl. The Bengals are behind the Chiefs, sure. The Ravens are behind the Chiefs, you bet. And the Bills are behind the Chiefs, but the Bengals are a little bit closer, right? They've beaten Kansas City. They've been to the Super Bowl. Tough loss to the Rams when they went. But Burrow and the Bengals are ahead of the rest. Lamar and the Ravens, Josh Allen and the Bills, Tua and the Dolphins, Herbert and the Chargers, Rodgers and the Jets, Trevor and the Jags, C.J. Stroud and the Texans. Boy, that's a lot of quarterbacking, isn't it? One thing that makes the outs so tough every Sunday. But, as I said, man, you look at that urgency meter. I'm not sure anyone has it tougher than the Jags. I told you what 0-3 means. 5 teams in the last 40-some years have made the playoffs after starting 0-3. So let's circle back to the urgency. This time, it's Travis Etienne and a Monday Nighter that has almost become must-win.
We got to face it. You got to face adversity, and I feel like the only way to go forward is through, and that's what we're faced with right now. And I feel like the only way we're going to get better is by locking with each other and understanding the reality of the situation and understanding that whatever we're doing, just do it a little more and see what that takes us. And I feel like we got a great group of guys in here. And like you said, there's no panic in here. We're 0-2, and I feel like we still got the rest of the season ahead of us, so we're excited about the future.
Yeah, I'm excited about Monday night, but it's not going to be. It's going to be a bad scene in here on Tuesday morning if the Jaguars don't win. And I don't want that. It's football season. There's enough going wrong here. It's for all of us. I'll keep other sporting interests out of the collective mindset. I made you live through my mood ring yesterday morning. I'm not going to do that every day when it comes to the baseball pennant race and that stretch run. But this is just completely unacceptable. Through the dog days of summer, pointing to, we're X amount of days from training camp, or X amount of days from fall camp opening, or X amount of days from SEC Media Days, ACC Media Days, season opener. Hey, you can believe it? The Knowles play on Saturday. Hey, can you believe it? The preseason is over. Hey, can you believe it? No one's winning. No one. Okay, Canes, Dogs fans, talk amongst yourself. The Florida State Seminoles started the season in the top 10. They're 0-3. And facing Cal in a game that, how in the world are we here? You don't even know who's going to win. Florida is an abject dumpster fire of every proportion on and off the field. Do have one measly win over an FCS opponent. And then our Jaguars have just fumbled and bumbled 2 games away. 2 wins, which are so precious in the National Football League. We didn't do all this sweating and waiting and wishing our lives away. Put the calendar on fast forward for this. We need some people to step up this weekend. You hear me? All right, let's come back. We got a football fix and more. Cruising along here on a custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. We got Doc Murphy today. That's coming up in the 7 o'clock hour. And the Riley Report. We'll talk college pigskin. Riley's hot. He hit that Catlin Truck Accessories rolling lock last week. Picked Memphis at FSU. Go get him, Knowles fans. So we'll see what Riley has to offer up today. That's coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. So thanks for being up and at 'em with us. We'll come back with a football fix and more. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL.
The Drill. 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gator is on the road at Mississippi State this week. Florida, the 5.5-point road favorite, 58 the total at Davis-Wade Stadium. Florida State winless on the season at 0-3, laying 2 against the Cal Bears, 44.5 the total at Doak Campbell Stadium. Miami laying 16.5 at South Florida, that game at Raymond James Stadium. Thursday night football today, Patriots, a 6-point dog at the New York Jets, 38.5 the total at MetLife Stadium. The Jets coming off a win last week over the Tennessee Titans. Jacksonville Jaguars on Monday night, 5-point underdogs of the Buffalo Bills, 45.5 the total in Orchard Park. Bet smarter with Juice Reel. It's free in the App Store. Juice, R-E-E-L. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Duck Duck Rooter is currently hiring in all departments. We want great plumbers, CDL drivers, drain field installers, and lift station technicians. If you have experience in your trade and love to deliver a super high-quality level of customer service, you have found the right company. You will enjoy our benefits package that includes excellent weekly pay, paid holidays, health insurance, and working for the best in the industry. Apply at duckduckrooter.com. That's duckduckrooter.com. And click on the careers page. Duck Duck Rooter is an equal opportunity employer.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O.
If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
Whether you're navigating rush hour traffic or heading to the home team game on the weekend, remember, drive cautiously. If you find yourself in a fender bender, don't ignore those aches and pains. Injury Care Centers is there for you. Skip the urgent cares that treat colds and flus. They're not equipped to handle injuries. Go straight to Injury Care Centers. Call 904-783-0008. That's 904-783-0008. Drive safe, think Injury Care Centers, and go team.
Weekends were made for sports, and I'll tell you my take on this weekend's best options. Hicken here. Watch for Weekend with Dan on YouTube and Facebook. Weekend with Dan is brought to you by Stone Core. We do outdoors better.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY. Offices, Jacksonville.
I'm Taylor Rose with our Remedy Staffing Westside office off of Normandy Boulevard. We are helping great people find great jobs. Remedy has helped some of the best employers in Jacksonville find talented job seekers like you for over 25 years. Our current job openings range from entry-level distribution center pickers to equipment operators. Apply today at remedygoodjobs.com. Don't wait. Apply at remedygoodjobs.com now.
Frank Franzi here to congratulate my friends at Big Chief Tire. For the 5th year in a row, Big Chief Tire was named the best tire center in Jacksonville for excellence in tire services. Big Chief Tire has served the Jacksonville community for over 60 years with quality tires, brakes, repairs, alignments, and more. Big Chief is known for fair prices and honest service, and they've built a reputation for treating customers like family. Big Chief offers reliable solutions to keep vehicles safe and running smoothly. Visit BigChiefService.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
The coolers are full at your local Gate gas station, making it easy for you to cruise in and cruise out with little downtime. Ice cold Coronas, Natty Light, Stella Artois, and Michelob Ultra. Don't forget the king of beers, Cold Buds. Gate's got them in the cooler, waiting for you.
At Honda, we appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety, there is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. WM is the largest sustainability company in North America. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Your services will be completed in a timely, safe, and eco-friendly manner. Go to WM.com, WM.com, and get signed up today. If anyone can talk trash, it's The Mangler. Go Team WM, and as always, Duval!
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguar head coach Doug Peterson gave an update on the status of tight end Evan Ingram.
You know, optimistic, but we just got to see. Hamstrings can be funny, so it's kind of a week-to-week deal right now with him.
The Jag head coach also offered insight on how to jumpstart the offense.
You know, I think it starts in practice. I think we can do some things differently in practice. A little more attention to detail in practice as we go each week.
Bucky Brooks, former Jag and NFL Network reporter concerning the team, says,
the stars got to be stars. On a football team, the blue chip players are the ones that are supposed to be the best players on the field, and they also command the most money. It's about getting the blue chip players to play at the level that they're expected to play at.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back on a Thursday morning, rocking you through. It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. If the weather ever rocks your property, there you go. CustomTreeSurgeons.com. Going to get to a football fix here momentarily. I guess situation out there this morning. If you're on your morning commute, I've gotten a text on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, 95 North, shut down at Old St. Augustine Road, overturned semi just south of the 9B 95 interchange there. So it's going to be a long morning coming from Bartram. If you're hearing this, pulling out the drive, or you're out in that part of our world this morning, then try and find another route. You are in a lockdown, 95 North, south of town. So, not the way you want to start your day, is it? Answer, no. All right, we had our first two Major League Baseball teams clinch playoff berths yesterday. The Brewers actually clinched when the Cubs lost earlier in the day, but for a good measure, beat the Phillies last night. So Milwaukee, 88-64, has won the Central. And in the American League, Yankees locked up a playoff spot. Not yet a division for sure, but they are into the postseason. They've won 3 in a row. The Orioles have lost 3 in a row. So the Yankees are most likely, they're up to 5-game lead in the East. Again, 10 games to play. Yanks up 5 on the O's. O's are almost a lock for one of those wild cards. The wild cards suddenly in the American League, it got tightened up because here come the Tigers, man. And that Skubal cat is going to be the Cy Young winner. He won his 17th game last night. They beat the Royals, so the Tigers have won 4 in a row. Kansas City has lost 4 in a row. Minnesota lost last night to Cleveland. So Detroit is just a half game back of Minnesota for the final wild card and just 2 games behind Kansas City. So, boy, they've tightened that up real quick. Mariners still a faint heartbeat. They're 3 back in the wild card chase. And then the National League story. We've pretty much kept you more involved in that than maybe you want to be. Mets, by the way, pulled into a tie with the Diamondbacks a couple days ago. Mets and Diamondbacks both with a 2-game lead over the Braves. Padres, Mets, Diamondbacks, Braves all won. All won last night. So, good luck picking a favorite. We talked about this yesterday with Daniel Murphy. It is not a year where there's just a kind of a clear cut, okay, this team will win it unless. It doesn't it doesn't look that way. The Hall of Fame process hit one of the markers yesterday. So, ET, if you would, fire at the band. We got a football fix. It's brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin, Home Life Business Auto. Mandy has been associated with us here on The Drill for a decade. And so that's a decade's worth of satisfied customers. Listen, just you have that meeting. This is what I appreciate so much about Mandy. Mrs. P met with Mandy years ago. She said, all right, well, where you are, what you have, is can't do any better. So you'll get that as well. But the odds are, with that ever-changing insurance world, there are savings to be had, and you'll love dealing with Mandy and her dream team. The Hall of Fame announced the 167 modern-era candidates for the class, so it gets way pared down, and the guys that we're looking at, right, Fred Taylor, Jimmy Smith, at least on the player side, they always show up in this list of 167, but so the news becomes those first-time eligibles, because those always keep that door more shut for the guys we're trying to get in. 2-time Super Bowl MVP Eli Manning is a litmus test. Is Eli a first ballot Hall of Famer? A lot of people would say no. I say hockey sticks, yeah.
Me too.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. Eli's in the top 10 in every passing category. He owns 2 Super Bowl wins over the Patriots, including ending the Patriots' undefeated season. It's just no doubt Hall of Famer. And should be first ballot, to me. Now, there are those that disagree. Luke Kuechly's going to be an interesting case study. Right? Did he play long enough to be a Hall of Famer, Luke Kuechly? Maybe not a first ballot, but I think he will be a Hall of Famer. Former Defensive Player of the Year with the Panthers. And I tell you, man, it goes fast. You got to be out of the game 5 years to go into the Hall, right, E?
Yes.
Does this name surprise you? I'm about to say, can you believe this guy's been out of the league for 5 years? You ready?
Yeah.
Terrell Suggs. Feels 5 to you?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel 5 to me. Anyway, Suggs, is he a first ballot?
T-Sizzle?
I have to look at the stats. I don't know.
I think he's up there, though.
Yeah, there's some good pass rushers haven't gotten in yet. I'd have to look specifically at what Suggs brings statistically. But those are some of the first-time nominees. They'll screen them. The list goes to 50 next month. And quite frankly, Fred and Jimmy will both be on that 50. Then it goes to the 25 semifinalists. Fred made that cut last year. Jimmy's still looking for that, I believe. He may have made the 25 one year. And then down to 15 finalists. That's the list that Fred Taylor made it to last year. So kind of a marker day for the Hall of Fame. More than anything, it's, okay, well, who are those guys that are positioned to keep the guys you're rooting for out? Adam Vinatieri, by the way, I think is also a first-timer. The game has changed. Kickers, the extraordinary ones, deserve to go in. I'm going to say something I kind of runs counter to the blood in my veins. I think Vinatieri's a first-ballot Hall of Famer. It's not for, I don't know how many field goals he has, the points. I don't know where he stands on the all-time list. All I know is this. Pouring down snow here, 40 yards, Vinatieri bangs to a game winner. Super Bowl here, 3 seconds ago, Vinatieri bangs to a game winner. AFC Championship game, 54 yards, no time left, Vinatieri bangs through the game winner. If you're going to put a kicker in, has there been a more impactful kicker in NFL history?
No.
There hadn't, has there? May not be the best of all time. Maybe that's Justin Tucker, maybe it's not. But, man, when it comes to important, that kick he made in the snow was unbelievable. There's like 8 inches of snow on the ground. They cleared off just a little bit. That was the Tuck Rule game.
Oh, dear. Showing homage to the kickers.
Yeah. I know, right? How about this? I let Vinatieri in, then I just shudder it.
No more.
All right, so you may have heard rumors out there that Bryce Young not only bench but could go on the trading block. Panthers say hold your horses, not considering that, which I would say would be smart. Get the kid to the bench, watch the first team, watch Andy Dalton control the offense because Dalton will. And by the way, it's Andy Dalton who's becoming the modern day Fitzpatrick, although Dalton has way too many years as a frontline starter to be that. But he's kind of a steady hand now, right? Dalton's just bouncing around the league. Roadhouse. Jordan Love returned to practice yesterday, and he may play this Sunday for Green Bay. Drake London is apologizing. In fact, more, he's embarrassed by, kind of did a gun celebration after the touch. I don't get all of my feelings over these gun celebrations. I don't think they indicate anything. I don't think that they show any kind of insensitivity to anything. We're just goofing around. They're kids. Anyhow, and more importantly, it cost him some field position, right? It was just a penalty you don't need to have. So he's lamenting that yesterday. Really the only downside to a terrific and important come-from-behind win for the Falcons in Monday Night Football. Thursday Nighter is tonight. I'll give you another bit of urgency. It's not that 0-3 mountain that you're left to climb. The Jets are 1-1. But Aaron Rodgers plays the Patriots tonight, and if the Jets are going to step up and be a playoff team and take that next step, then they got to beat the Patriots at home, right? And New England's a tough out, man. They've already won at Cincinnati, and they took Seattle to overtime in a narrow loss at home over the weekend. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Not just insurance, assurance. She's your assurance agent. Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. And the home course. Tee it high and let it fly. I went out for a little afternoon 9-holer yesterday, about 4 or 5 in the afternoon with my boys. And the greens really come around, man. They're looking in great shape. Course is wet. Every course in town is. But book your tee time today. Best value in golf. Julington Creek Golf Club. Hicken Arrival and more come your way next. Doc Murphy in the 7 o'clock hour. The Riley Report in the 8 o'clock hour. And much more. All the fun and frivolity you could ask for on a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Sideline to sideline.
That's a bad boy.
Goal line to goal line.
On best, here we go.
The best defense is a superior fence. Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
If you're tired of your fence looking like a bad hair day, Well, it's time for a fence makeover with Superior Fence and Rail. They'll make your yard the talk of the town with a new fence installed by their expert team.
Your fence is fantastic.
My fence is giving all of my neighbors some serious pick and envy. Thanks, Superior Fence and Rail.
So get off the fence and call Superior Fence and Rail for your fence installation project today.
SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
So one of life's most important decisions, if you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. Something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
I've known Glenn Coleman for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
D.V. Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match, or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
Cyber threats don't take time outs. Protect your business with DoubleCheck Cybersecurity's AI-powered solutions. Get 24/7 defense and stop hackers before they score. Don't wait. Visit doublecheck.com to schedule your free security consultation today.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey everyone, it's football season and we wanted to go to the drawing board to make this year's predictions. Let's compare our two blonde all-stars. Most touchdowns, best pricing in the market. Most passing yards, gives the most for your trade. Most receptions, free oil changes with every purchase. Super Bowl champion, wow customer service. This looks like a winning season for everyone. Come see Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville where you can score big all season long.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you be active, reach weight loss goals, and find your inner strength while you connect with your community. Family memberships at the Y include unlimited group exercise classes, childcare while you work out, and youth sports participation. It's easy to join the Y and affordable for all. Plus, the Y is a great place to meet a new circle of friends. Visit the Y near you or online at fcymca.org.
You already know it's your boy E to the T, and winning season is back. Football is back, and my bookie is here, baby, to make sure you're ready to cash in on all the action. This season, my bookie is pulling out all the stops with incredible promotions like weekly risk-free boost on Thursdays, where you can bet without a sweat. If your bet hits, you win big. If it doesn't, forget about it. My bookie will refund you your wages, but that's just the beginning. My bookie is giving away hundreds of thousands in prizes with their Super Survivor and their Square contest. Get your entries in now for your shot to win huge cash rewards. For a limited time, they're bringing back the double deposit bonus. When you're ready to get started, use my promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus that doubles your money. Double your cash, my boy, with that promo code 1010XL before you place every bet. And now loyalty pays off. With my bookie, the more you play, the more you win. It's simple. My bookie is the lock of the century. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season. Come on, somebody.
Don't bring those old, beat-up cornhole boards to the party again. Mystic Cornhole can upgrade your tailgate experience with a customized set of professional quality boards built in Jacks. Visit their Instagram page or mysticcornholecompany.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. During his Wednesday press conference, Florida head coach Billy Napier was asked about what could be done to change the defensive performance.
I would tell you a lot of our conversations this week with players have been about the practice environment relative to habit building, the intentionality, the intensity, the focus.
The Florida head coach also reaffirmed his plans to play both veteran Graham Mertz and freshman DJ Lagway at quarterback against Mississippi State on Saturday. The Mississippi State head coach Jeff Ledby said both quarterbacks pose challenges for his team. FSU head coach Mike Norvell's message to the team is bring energy, but be focused.
And all the energy in the world, but if you don't have focus and discipline and communication, it'd say work against you, but it's not helping you. Felt that and I saw it.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 6:59 and it's 72 degrees. Your time and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Boom. Boom. I feel like the banana splits are about to start or something. Remember that show?
Sounds like SWAT to me.
Yeah, it is for sure. Definitely got that 70s feel to it.
It's not SWAT.
Oh, no. I didn't think it was SWAT, but it has that SWAT sound. Now we're getting a little smooth. Now we're getting ready for the ladies to come into the room, aren't we? Feels like
you know it!
The ladies. Hello,
yes, sir! Get you, little horn.
Get you girls a drink.
Add a little timpani.
Why don't you sit down with us?
Come on.
Who is the man that hop up in here at 7 a.m.?
Is that for an ET?
Dan! You
That's
dang right.
Good morning, everybody. It's good to be here. We jump into the world of sports concepts and rationalizations. Lots going on. Back to work for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Monday night. Hopefully we've put all that nonsense behind them, but I would implore them to find a way to win on Monday. Because if you think 11% is bad, did you already do this?
Well, if we had great minds think alike, I would expect nothing less. So, yeah, I didn't put. I will give you credit for this because it's all about building the story.
Yeah.
I didn't put the mathematical percentage on it.
Yeah.
I just said the number of teams in an amount of years. Which is,
we'll idle you down to 2.5.
Yeah, there you go.
One team, since we've gone to 17 games, you think with the extra game there'd be more. No.
Well, it's only been a couple of years.
21, 22, 23.
Here we go. 2018 Texans did it.
And you know why? Because we were the team that was coming off 17. We were a 3-1 start, and we debacled. We let them.
Of course, it was us.
I don't see Houston and their coach and their makeup of players debacling like we did in 18. Right? That's how their 0-3 was able to come back and make the playoffs.
4 of 158.
Yeah.
Dating back to 90.
Yeah.
2 of those 158 won the division. None won the Super Bowl.
It's only 5 since 1981. So
only one. I hate talking about this.
43 years, there's been 5.
Only one 0-4 team just to go ahead and get ahead to next week.
Chargers, is it?
The 92 Chargers and Stan Humphries, which went all the way to the Super Bowl.
You know why? This is a sad reality. You know why I know that stat?
Why is that?
Because all the 0-4 starts we've had around here through the years, pipe dreams of this is the only time it's happened.
The 98 Bills did it. Here are the teams that have done it. There's only been a few.
Yeah. 0-3, you mean?
Yeah.
5 since 81.
81 Jets were 1-3-1, went 10-5-1. 82 Bucks, strike shortened year. Doesn't really count.
But you got less time to catch up. In some ways, it might be more impressive.
92 Chargers. Oh, they lost in the divisional round. That wasn't the Super Bowl team. 95 Lions.
Barry.
98 Buffalo Bills and 18 Texans.
Yeah. See? 5.
It ain't good, gang.
Yeah, no. It's some urgency. The urgency meter is up for 3 teams especially, Dan. The Jags 0-2. The Ravens are 0-2 at Dallas.
Yeah.
And the Rams are 0-2 hosting the Niners.
Oh, boy.
So remember the power rankings we did? The only one of those, 4 that feels like a playoff team. And I still think the Jags, the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Rams feel like they could be playoff teams. The Bengals they have a Monday nighter also, by the way.
Bengals have started 0-2.
Yeah, a bunch.
But 3 years in a row, I think.
And
I think Joe Burrow's like 1-9 in his.
I think one of those years they made the postseason.
So
they're one of those 0-2 teams.
0-2
that have done
team.
It. Yeah.
0-3, no bueno.
It's almost impossible.
No bueno.
Almost impossible.
With that said, our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day. Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Gators, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. 15 locations throughout Jacksonville to serve you. One of these things happens Monday night in Buffalo. I'm going to give you one of these things. Which one do you want? I'm going to give you one. You only get one of these.
Yeah, there's no all of the above.
No all of the above.
That won't be clever when I say that at the end.
No, it won't be clever.
Okay, good. I'll shelf it.
E, are you paying attention?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me or are you in the Bahamas?
Oh, I'm with you, my boy.
Okay, thank you.
Dang.
Just checking.
That's my fit.
In the sand, toes up. You a beer drinker at all, E?
No, not really.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I've never seen you with a beer. If you had a beer, when's the last time you had a beer? Sorry, Dan, we're in the Bahamas now for real.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Okay, what do you when you have a beer? What is it? You don't have a go-to?
The most rewarding flavor in this man's world for people who are having fun. Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one.
What is going on?
I knew that song from Puerto Rico. That was the jingle. So I know that one in Spanish. I don't know his version. Cerveza Schaefer es la mejor cuando se toma más que una.
Ah, muy bien.
That's from way back. Way back. Yo soy Barinque, man.
Corona.
Don't make me.
Corona.
That's it, yeah.
The sissy beer.
I throw a little red stripe at you. I bet you'd like that.
Oh, no.
No, have you had that before, the Jamaican beer?
Yeah, I've had it before.
Yeah. All right. Enough. Back to your poll question, Dan. Sorry.
Trevor throws for 300-plus yards.
Okay, you ask me which of these do I want?
Yes.
Okay.
Better than 50% conversion on third downs.
Okay.
You score something every red zone trip. Or you get 2 turnovers. You get one of those 4.
Least important to me is Trevor's yardage.
Okay.
Well, that turnover stat is, if I'm not turning it over, but I also like scoring down in that red zone. You're giving me at least 50-50 that every time in the red zone it's a touchdown. So, although for the Jags, that's not 50-50, is it? Those are all good stats, Hick.
Yes, I've gotten a note from Dream Finders Homes. They're very pleased with today's poll question.
What's the second one?
Better than 50% third down conversion.
No. I'm going to go. Oof. Those are hard, man. That's a good one.
Thank you very much.
I will take the red zone scores.
E?
Oh, here, let me take a look at this.
Yes, sir.
Probably going to go and get 2 turnovers, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would correlate to. I do know that if we had scored on all our red zone opportunities Sunday, we might still be in overtime. That 43-yard field goal, once we got in the red zone that missed, ended up being a killer.
That Trevor 300 plus is looking real good, too.
Yeah, but that could also mean you're trailing, you're winging it around all over the place.
He had 220
There's explanation to all of them like that.
Sure, for sure. That's why it's a good question.
561
Thanks
votes.
for trying today.
Yeah, like I said, Dreamfinders has sent a memo down.
Good.
Very pleased with today's poll question. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have you noticed the statistical tug-of-war that's going on to either keep belief in Trevor or show how much?
Yes.
Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Like they keep coming from different sides. Like this one will send out he's 0-7 with this and his last 7, and this one will come back with
he's not the problem.
The drop rate of catchable passes is the highest in the league. Well, here's the latest. You ready? Percentage of sacks caused by the quarterback. Did you see this one?
No.
Okay. Matthew Stafford sacked 7 times. 6 times was his fault. Will Levis 7. So 86%, 86.
Oh my God.
You go down at the bottom of the league. 7 sacks, only 1. Quote his fault. Trevor Lawrence.
Here's the
14%.
Here's the spin,
whatever that means.
and you can spin every stat. Like Stafford Levis is perfect. Well, Matthew, of course, holds the ball to the very last second because he's trying to create something. Levis, he's terrible.
Correct.
What is he doing? He throws. Anyway,
my point is not to
just a spin.
justify this stat. It's this statistical tug-of-war
Correct.
that's going back and forth right now about our quarterback. We need that flag to go to the good side and stay there for a while.
All right, 561 votes. We have get 2 turnovers, barely leading Trevor, 28.7, 28 for Trevor, 27.1 score every red zone trip, 16.2 say better than 50% on third downs, which is odd to me because on third down so far this year, I think we're 5 of 19.
Correct. It'll help. That could be the key.
That's
as well.
horrific.
But if you convert those and then get in the red zone and don't score, right? Those are all kind of tied together. Really, honestly, and I'm not saying this to dissuade anyone's opinion, the least important of those stats for a Jaguars win is the Trevor 300. We can all agree on that. Or can you and I agree on that? Those other 3 things in priority of whether or not they win as a definition.
Yeah, I just think you can throw caveats. Like, we get 2 turnovers, but what if we turn it over twice? And it's a wash. We score every trip in the red zone, but what if they're field goals? Or what if we only get in the red zone twice?
What's the average flow of an NFL game? Those things are more of a mark. I promise you this, statistically, those mark winning teams in the NFL a lot more than whether their quarterback got to 300.
If I'd said win the turnover battle, then they should get to
Sure. Yeah.
Dreamfinders Homes right now is offering an amazing 2.99% year 1 rate. That's right. I said it, 2.99%. As I mentioned, there's 15 Jacksonville communities. What they've done here, gang, is if you're thinking about being a homeowner and you're not sure, go to dreamfindershomes.com. It's a smart thing to do. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. But more importantly, they will navigate you through the process, help you through the process. They have all kinds of programs. They want you to get into one of their homes. They will help you do it, and it may be more affordable than you can think. So check it out, and check it out today, dreamfindershomes.com. The Gators are missing a bunch of guys, which leads me to believe as we hit game number, what's the Gators record, 0-3, 1-2? As we hit game number 4, I'm just wondering if, because the redshirt thing is out there, if you don't play more than 4 games, you can redshirt. That's one thing. If you're an average college football player on a Power 5 team like Florida, it would probably behoove you to play as many years as you can. 2 things. 1, maybe I can get better and get to the NFL. 2, if I can, I'm taken care of here for this year. Why would I be in a hurry to leave? I got a great situation here. I'm getting paid money. I got this. I got that. But it's just odd to me that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys out. After three games.
Including some of the important ones.
Well, Trey Wilson won't play again.
Right.
Others that are out, Jakeem Jackson, Jaquavian Frazier, Aaron Gates, Asa Turner will be out again. Now, he's in his last year, so although Roderick Kearney from Jacksonville's out, Borrow's out, Slackman's out.
He's been a big addition. Yeah, that's our big transfer portal edition.
Tank Hawkins is questionable, but
Jared Verse, he ain't been.
No. It's just interesting how many different guys are.
Here's the problem with Florida football right now. You just mentioned a bunch of average dudes who may be better than the below average dudes who replace them. Don't get me wrong.
Correct.
But just man, it's a mess down there. There's no talent.
as they head to
Bad
Starkville.
coaching. To your point, though, there's middle-of-the-road talent at least. There's not bomb this season, can't beat anybody lack of talent. And you beat an FCS, bro.
Yeah.
And let's go back to last year. How many Power Fives they lose in a row to end the year? 5? Was it 5 straight to stop the season?
Oh, yeah.
So now this is 6, 7 in a row against Power 5 teams. And by the way, a lot of them you've gotten your clock cleaned.
Oh, that's bad. It's not good. It's not good at all. So, Florida goes to Starkville. And as I've said throughout the week, I've seen a lot of good Florida teams go and take that 11 a.m. kickoff and sleepwalk through about 3/4 of a game and lose. So I'm not expecting too much, even though for some reason Florida is favored in the game. I haven't watched any of Mississippi State. I know they have a new coach. I know they have an up-tempo offense. And I suspect with our defense, we'll have at least 2 to 3 blown coverages where dudes are running wide open down the middle of the field or down the sideline. Question is, can they get it to them? That will be interesting. So we'll see how that plays out on Saturday, and go from there. Other things going on both our baseball teams. One last night. We're down to, 11 games? 10 games.
10 to go.
4-3
I
and
can't
3.
have a night where no one loses is a bad night for me. The Braves won. Great. They got to beat the Reds. That goes without saying. So any losses, we're done.
You have the early game today.
We're done.
So
yeah, we're done. I mean, as far as losing, we can't lose any more games, Nick.
Yeah.
We pretty much have to win last night, today, sweep the Marlins, and sweep you.
Oof.
That pretty much got to win 8 in a row to make the playoffs. And if they do, God bless them. Give them a round of applause. But look, I know how this is going for you, and I'm not saying it's going to be easy. You're going to win 3 or 4 of this series, man. I've seen this movie. What doesn't involve you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the team that's hot and going. Good for it. God bless you. Have fun.
Well, we're trying.
We had fun last night. We're trying. It is what it is.
There are some who are continuing to, and again, this isn't me, but there are some who are continuing to push this narrative out, which surprises me a little bit that we have the better Acuna. It's shocking.
Yeah, that surprises me too.
It's shocking.
We have an MVP, so you know who yours looks like? Yours looks like Acuna and Albies had a baby. And he grew up to be Acuna Jr. He looks like Albies. He's a little dude. There's something going on there.
Is your Acuna hitting 500? Because ours is 7 for 15.
Nice.
I don't know that yours is.
We'll see if you
statistically our Acuna is better than
I've
your
gotten
Acuna.
A text today. It's triggered me a little bit, so I'd like to put maybe we can put it on because this word doesn't come up, and it doesn't come up ever on this show. But it's become this little
you got a password
crutch for the fans.
Is the password?
No, here it is. From the text.
Give me a clue before you give me the password. Maybe I can solve the word.
You want okay?
The password is. Don't say it. Now give me a clue. Like say.
Okay, it's a word. It's a word.
Yeah, one word. Password, please.
Can I say blank and then the
no? You know how you do it? That'd be like mashed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mashed potatoes.
Okay. How do I do that? But I need my word to be the second word. The blank is the
I'll
first
figure
word.
it out now.
Okay. All right. Blank talent. Blank talent.
Devoid.
Okay.
America's Got.
Yeah, how about
it's one word.
This is a hard one.
bad.
It's a hard one. Forget it. Here's
Deft.
the word. The word is generational. Okay.
Oh.
I'm tired of this.
Trevor.
I'm tired of this fan.
Here would have been the clues. Trevor.
Yes.
Descriptive.
Yes. Okay. Well, I didn't know I could use 2 words.
No, you would have done one
All
and
right,
then the
okay.
next.
Well, there I'm learning.
I would have got it in 2.
No, here's my beat. Can we put it to bed? At least on our show. Y'all fire this off somewhere else. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all keep saying Trevor Lawrence is a generational talent from what he did in college. This is his 4th year in the NFL. What has he done? Okay. This is the answer. No. Y'all keep saying he's a generational talent. It's become a joke. You mention a line that was thrown on him, granted, at the draft. We don't come here every day talking about a generational talent. If it is ever referred to, it's in the same way. Where is a generational talent out of this? So
we wish he was.
Yeah, stop with this crutch. Nobody here is pounding the table that we have a generational quarterback. It was a phrase, by the way, that was not put on him by us.
Mm-hmm.
It was the belief of what Trevor Lawrence would, and by the way, spoiler alert, could end up being. It was a belief on the kind of quarterback he'd be at the next level. We're not pounding the table every day about this, leave the generational talent alone. That's a phrase that y'all keep using, it seems to me.
Yeah, this is 4 years ago. We were very,
correct.
as everyone, the entire city was electric about getting Trevor Lawrence.
Nobody keeps calling him generational. Stop it.
And by the way, he'll probably leave here as the greatest Jags quarterback in history. We just won a Super Bowl. That's what we want.
Right, and we may get one.
And we may.
It's just, let's see. Let's see for sure. But
let's go.
More than anything, it's just they keep throwing. Again, it's this blame the media. I get it. It's a new phenomenon. Blame the media. Blame the coach for telling us that because it's not what they told us it would be or thought it might be.
We're just warming up. So we got a lot to pour through, a lot to pick apart, a lot to look at. And we'll do that right here on the Thursday edition of The Drill.
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Let's not be mistaken. Getting to 1-2 is not going to be easy for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Besides having to deal with Josh Allen, one thing Buffalo's been able to do is run the ball a little bit. And James Cook is a very underrated, really good running back in the NFL who just not only runs between the tackles, but you can swing him the football. And they've brought this extra dude in, Ray Davis, who Gator fans remember. He sliced and diced Florida for about 200 and a quarter last year at Kentucky, and he's been solid as well. They're going to have to stop the run game, and that includes Josh Allen and his scampers if they're going to win at Buffalo on a Monday night. And that's your Duval Minute. It's brought to you by Lift Power. Summer winding down, but the job market isn't not at Lift Power. We're on the lookout for experienced lift, truck, and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Benny's 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Yeah, you see why this offer is too good to pass up. Come see why Lift Power is one of the best places to work in the past several years. Been voted that way as well. Our rapidly growing business proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. Family-owned and operated. Stability. We want you to be part of that family. Don't let this opportunity slip by. All you got to do is go to liftpower.com to learn more. Check it out, and check it out today. liftpower.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
I'm Jaguars Today's middle linebacker, Tom McManus, and I give you a window into what it's like on the field wearing black and teal. Catch my stories and analysis thanks to Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors every Friday morning at 10 a.m. on 1010 XL.
Hey, John, my dad, Randy Marion's gone absolute Cadillac crazy. You won't believe our Escalade lineup.
Well, how crazy we talking, Jennifer?
Buckle up, folks. We've got over 35 Cadillac Escalades.
35 Escalades? That's luxury overload.
I'm talking fully loaded models, cutting-edge tech, and that signature Cadillac style.
And the deals are even more luxurious. $4,000 Escalade loyalty rebate.
Plus 5% off MSRP on retired courtesy vehicles. Head to Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Plus tax tag title $899 MNP and resistol.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Catching fish and fish stories.
What's going on here? Get him in the boat. Get him in the boat.
On the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show with Captain Kevin Faber. Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Veterans Wholesale Cabinets.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010 XL AM. Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Feeling the heat, Jacksonville? Cool down with Bold City Heating and Air. From repairs to energy-efficient installs, we do it all. Your system worked hard all summer long to keep you cool. Give it a spa day. Schedule a system tune-up. Call Bold City Heating and Air today and experience the bold difference. Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Bold City AC. Visit boldcityac.com.
Chelsea here, ready to upgrade your home and save big? Now's the perfect time with Renewal by Anderson. For a limited time, it's buy one, get one 40% off on all windows and doors. That's right, buy one, get one 40% off plus flexible financing options to fit your budget. Our custom-built energy-efficient windows and doors are made with Vibrex, 2 times stronger than vinyl, giving you the durability you need and the savings you want. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to book your free consultation today. Don't wait, this offer won't last. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613. Proud partner of the Florida Gators.
Liquid Sunshine, a car wash committed to superior customer service. Like including bug prep done for you every time. Experience the difference starting at just $10 at Liquid Sunshine Car Wash on Southside near Hogan Road.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
It's time to take it back to the 90s, Jags fans. Be at the bank Sunday, October 6th as we debut our Prowler throwback jerseys against the Colts and induct legendary head coach Tom Coughlin into the pride of the Jaguars at halftime. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. You're not going to want to miss this matchup. Lock in your seats now by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we got sports concept rationalizations coming your way. The 10-minute drill. Lots to go through. Lots to go over. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. Our producer, who right now is in a stunned state, tells us that.
Oh, dear.
Tells us that it's razzle dazzle. What are you dazzling them with?
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
You're back on board with me now.
I got a super pack giveaway that includes a certificate for up to 5 days free parking at USA Park. Plus, I got a pair of tickets to the Constellation Furyk and Friends golf tournament. That's going down Saturday and Sunday, October 5th and October 6th. All you got to do is holler at me at the end of the 10-minute drill.
You know what I'm learning here in the mothership?
What's that?
As we sail away every morning.
Sail away?
You give the 9 o'clock nasty an inch, she'll take a mile.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have to ask you guys to keep a little more SFW in the breaks when you get to your material that you're talking about and the current events that strike your fancy.
Decorum prohibits us from
the videos and audios that y'all are looking up and researching.
But I had to ask
7 o'clock. It's the saintly 7.
Tough questions about the culture in the break, and he has no answers right
now. Overheard in the break.
He is flummoxed.
If we could just be sure to go national, we could make the same cash. Overheard in the break is so much better than this show.
Yeah, the culture ain't happy right now.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on in the culture.
We're not going down that road.
I think I lodged some fair questions to E. Just listen, I'm just sideswiping.
Danger. Danger, 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 danger.
NSFW?
No,
right now, the dads and the moms who are driving to work are like, Hicken, don't do it.
Yeah, we're not.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, we'll move along.
I'm not going to do it. I saw this as unsatisfied as Jag fan is with the play of the quarterback and the offense. I saw one quarterback power rankings: Mahomes 1, Allen 2, Jackson 3, Stafford 4, has Lawrence at 12. So.
Again, that's the 12 isn't 5, and that's what we need.
Right.
That's what wins. Right now, 1 wins. Who else wins? Go down the list.
Yeah.
Stop me when you get a Super Bowl winner.
Right.
Where's Rodgers? Under Trevor?
Yeah, 14.
Okay. Where is who else is left? Where is Stafford?
Stafford is 4.
Okay, so fair.
Carr is 17. He should be higher than that
for what he's doing this year. For
That's
sure.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it.
So
I
anyway,
guess because listen,
then you start to trifle with the rankings.
We've always said this is nothing new, and we don't need to take him for the $275 million man. I look at it more from a fan's perspective. I tried to alleviate concern of pointing concern in the right directions, but I get putting it all on the quarterback and how they're playing and what the stats say, and we've lived our whole life with the stats telling us how people are. And in today's NFL, they're looking at a lot more than the stats.
Yes.
And they probably did in the old days. You just didn't know it, or how would a quarterback like Terry Bradshaw ever survive?
Correct. Listen.
Which is, again, I'm not going to argue it's already made. That's
one of the issues that, Turkey and Banjo in Dallas this morning, it's the ongoing saga of Dak Prescott.
Can he beat the good teams? Can he win the big games?
I mean, Dak, we just after the first game, we were all feeling good. Here come the Cowboys. All right, well, we can't wait for the playoffs already. Dallas is, and then they get hammered last week by the Saints. Nobody saw that coming. Now they can turn around and play the Ravens this week in a huge game because loser is going to be getting, DEFCON 1 situation. Cowboys would fall to 1-2. Ravens would fall to 0-3. And Baltimore, it's down there, right? Baltimore's going down to Dallas, if I'm not mistaken. It is a big game for the Baltimore Ravens, who, this year, they don't have and again, they're coming off as champions of their division. And one of the negatives of being the champions, you get a little bit tougher schedule. And they opened with Kansas City and lost, and then they got stunned by the Raiders. And now they've got at Dallas, and then they play Buffalo, and then they go to Cincinnati. That's their first 5.
I know. It's unbelievable.
You got to navigate through this, man. You got to find ways to win some of these games. And then it changes.
But the schedules are so hard, though.
They're all hard.
Right.
Yeah.
When you look, there's some real. If this 0-3 is real, you got 3 teams that are walking the plank this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ravens, Jags, and Rams are on the plank, and the spear is the sword is in their back, and they're taking steps.
Yeah, we got to escape. We got to Houdini.
That's how somehow.
Yeah, this is like they got us wrapped up in the straitjacket. They're throwing us in the water.
Captain Jack, here we are. Help!
We need something to happen here. So, and the fan base is down. They're not expecting anything. They're used to it. They're used to, Jags picking 8th. Oh, gosh, we can't do that. I mean, a couple more losses, and we're heading into you-know-what in October. Oh, can't do it. So turn this thing around, man. But, yeah, so the Cowboys, because remember this, too. The Cowboys, just look at their situation for just a second, man. They paid CD. They paid Dak. And here they are now, 1-1. And if they lose to the Ravens and can fall to 1-2, man, I mean, what in the world is going on? It's like the definition of insanity. Why would we expect anything different from Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy?
It's funny because I've looked at this game, and there's some good ones on this every week in the NFL. But I've looked at this game almost strictly from the pressure on the Ravens because the 0-3 looming. But you're right, man. That constant, it's not like those new contracts eased anything. And in some ways, it puts more pressure on. And how do you respond to that? And how the Cowboys, he's got CeeDee Lamb.
I know. You got to understand, too.
You got those, almost all those.
They're like the first team in NFL history to win 12 games or 3 straight years and not go to a Super Bowl. All they have to show for the last 3 years, they won 2 East Division crowns, but they lost in the wild card playoffs to the Niners 3 years ago. Then they
were upset. They lost at home.
Yeah, then they beat.
And Dak, by the way, I think at the end of the game had a clock error, didn't he? He was scrambling. He should have done something.
Yes. Then they beat the Bucs and lost to the Niners again.
The Bucs, Brady's Bucs beat them.
No, they beat Brady's Bucs.
They beat Brady's.
To end Brady's career.
That's right.
And then last year, the Packers took it to them.
And again, they were a big favorite
in
at
Dallas.
Home. Yeah. Packers were a wild card.
Yeah. And then they kind of come out and say, well, we were tired. And you can't. And you're going to sit there, and I'm going to sit there, and I'm going to say, you're a champion and you were tired?
Yeah,
that's
silly.
I'm going to play for you the next segment.
Well, we got Doc next segment.
Okay. Later today. I'm going to play for you. Remind me. A Devin McCourty story about Bill Belichick.
Okay.
That is amazing to me.
Okay.
That I thought, man, that's a guy who leaves no stone unturned to win.
For sure.
And that's why he's the GOAT.
That's why he's going to be highly sought after. And if Doug Peterson doesn't watch it, including here. I mean, don't think that that's not the, in that national rumor mill out there for sure.
It is, but you also remember you got to go by Shad Khan's track record, and that is a track record of patience.
If you went down, for sure, if you went down the line of Gator fan, ones you know, ones you don't, you went to the next Gator Club meeting, and you went person to person and say, hey, man, if Urban Meyer said he wanted the job, would you want him back?
Yes.
Would you take Urban Meyer? Would you take Urban Meyer? Would you take Urban Meyer?
88%.
Yeah, I said 90. I said 9 out of 10. So we're about there. I think they would take him back. I mean, the fantastic failure. I said this, when NFL Network does that, top 10 in 50 years, top 10 worst coaching hires, Urban Meyer is going to be in the top 5 forever.
Yeah.
He'll forever go down as one of the biggest failures, but that's because of how successful he was in college. They don't care if you're David Culley.
Yeah.
So, But he said on a podcast that ship has sailed, and that's kind of what I've said when people ask me that. Coaching in Gainesville, for all the drama, this is true, damn near killed Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
And then when he went to Ohio State, it damn near killed him again. College is too much for that dude.
Yeah.
It's time to stop coaching, bro.
Yeah,
he took his beach vacation here, and it wasn't as easy to win as he thought it would have been.
The only thing I would tell her, if Urban Meyer wanted to coach,
Urban is not going to be in the mix. I'm just saying that.
Urban should go to like an F whatever.
Yeah, Liberty.
Well,
it wouldn't fit there.
No,
No, it wouldn't fit there. Not enough bars. Not enough nightlife.
No. But, that ship has sailed. He's off the list.
Yeah, for sure. But he said that officially, which
but
I
Gator
thought was
fan would have welcomed him back. As bad
they
as
want to
it
win.
Is. Yeah.
And he would win. That's the sad part. They're out there. Can be done.
It's called Bloody Tuesday.
Can you find them?
Urban used to have Bloody Tuesdays.
Yeah.
He would beat the living snot bubbles
back when you could.
out of them kids.
Yeah, they weren't getting any money back then, Dan.
But you know what?
You played for it. You held it over them.
He held it over
They
them.
all do. They all did.
You got two choices here, son. You either start playing ball for me or you go back home and go work in the, whatever.
Correct.
Because
Correct.
Because
go work
that
at Lowe's.
tape that you're showing, you think you're going to transfer, sit out a year, and go play somewhere else?
Yeah.
Not with that tape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He had them.
And
you don't have them anymore.
He's got 4 stars that are third string.
Yeah.
Billy Napier's happy if he signs 7 4 stars.
Yeah.
Like,
oof.
So anyway, scrap that one off the list. Why do I know, despite every indicator, that Florida's going to go on the road and lose to Mississippi State, hapless Mississippi State?
There is no.
Do you feel that?
Yes.
Now is that just us being super cynical, or is there a karmic presence there?
I think you better enjoy this Saturday, no matter what, because I think you may have a chance to win it in the second half, and this would probably be, again, you're walking. It's what do they call that? The Baton Death March?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tennessee, Georgia, and Texas in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Get annihilated. There's no.
LSU and FSU are just, FSU's less than what you thought. LSU's about what you thought, but Florida is not what you thought, so it makes every game that much harder.
Kentucky, UCF.
We don't have any talent. We don't have any coaching. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's hard to win.
Kids are quitting.
Yeah, you need coaches that can take inferior talent over the top, or you need talent so good. See, that's the thing with Muschamp. His inadequacies as a coach could be overcome because he's got legitimate 4- and 5-star talent.
There's no getting up.
No, he burned the program to the ground, not intentionally. It wasn't arson, but he knocked a candle over, and it went up in flames.
You do have a chance, I guess. I haven't seen Mississippi State, but they got hammered by Toledo.
That's what's going to make it even more nauseating.
Yeah.
Again, if Billy Napier loses at Mississippi State, and people think I'm like, you're not getting on my plane, bro. Go home on a bus. Here's a Greyhound. You're fired.
He's fired anyway. What does it matter?
Because you just lost to Mississippi State.
I don't think it matters.
Strickland, you stay there too. Maybe they'll make you the assistant AD. That's your old job.
Now you're talking. This is the drill. 641-1010. Tell them what they're going to win as we head to break.
A Super PAC giveaway that includes a certificate for 5 days free parking at USA Park, plus a pair of tickets to the Constellation Furyk and Friends golf tournament that's going down Saturday and Sunday, October 5th and October 6th.
All right, I got a couple. They've been firing in here this morning. I haven't been giving them out, but we got a couple of speed trap alerts brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. We're showing JTB eastbound just before Southside. So, that little honey hole there. We've had them out on the expressway, on the Beltway side, the toll side. So keep those speeds down and keep that cash in your pocket. We're back with Doc Murphy next on the Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Looking for a new vehicle? Take a look at Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Now's the time to save big this summer. Choose from more than 250 new and over 1,000 used and certified pre-owned vehicles on the lot, or shop anytime at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Hyundai has one of the top warranties in the business. Lifetime powertrain and a 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, plus 3 years free maintenance on a new vehicle. Give us the opportunity to earn your business today. Atlantic Boulevard, Jacksonville, or visit JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Welcome to the family.
Hey folks, this is Dave Benyon with my son Ammon here from Zero Res. Ammon, you've been cleaning air ducts for a while now. What are some of the reasons customers might consider getting their air ducts cleaned?
There are many reasons. Many times, people suffer needlessly from poor indoor air quality produced by the conditions in their air system. Construction dust, the presence of bacterial growth, and years' worth of buildup all come together to make your air ducts a pretty gross place. If you suffer from allergies, have recently moved, recently remodeled, or have never had your air ducts cleaned, then now is the best time to call. By calling Zero Res, you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you called the best of the best. Our state-of-the-art truck mount system and top-of-the-line service representatives simply can't be found anywhere else. Google Zero Res and read thousands of 5-star reviews.
So what kind of deals can I expect?
Just mention that you heard us on the radio, and we'll give you $100 off your air duct cleaning.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty great deal. Remember, folks, Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREC. Zero Res.
Joe C. for Hard Rock Bet, Florida's only legal sportsbook app, and they're so stoked for the kickoff of the season. You know why? Because never before in September have we been able to legally bet on football. This year, for the first time ever, people in Florida can bet on ball. College kicks off this weekend with a big bunch of games, and all you have to do to get started is download the Hard Rock Bet app or go online at hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Prosser here. I've been telling you for years about Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season finally upon us. Imagine watching your favorite team in your new Lifetime Man Cave, family hangout, or Lifetime's version of a she shed. And now Lifetime is expanding their replacement window division. Make your home energy efficient with their Energy Star rated windows. Enclosures, flooring, and windows to fit any and all budgets. Visit the showroom just off Phillips Highway. Proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let Lifetime be your home team.
Hey, Hicken here for America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with more than 5 million active members. It's Prize Picks. All you got to do, you pick more, you pick less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and then watch those winnings roll on in. And right now, throughout September, 1 Caleb Williams passing yard gets you a win on Prize Picks. And when my picks hit, which they usually do, I get my money quick. It's 15 minutes because Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals fast, safe, and secure. Make Sunday fun day like I do by playing Prize Picks. And by the way, check out Thursday, check out Friday, check out whatever sport you want. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code JAX, J-A-X. Get $50 instantly when you play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly. All you got to do is play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, man. Run your game.
We could call them helmets and cleats, but they don't wear cleats.
Those shoes are hot.
Mia O'Brien, Lauren Brooks, and Taylor Dahl.
From the First Coast Lighting Studios at 1010XL.
Weekdays noon to 2.
You think you could join us?
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Daily
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsiers experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialists Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF, the Jacksonville Icemen, and Northeast Florida area high schools.
In the break, Doc Murphy just told me another celebrity story that continues to amaze me about this man. I'm always honored. And this is in my wheelhouse, as you know. So that's why I have so much respect and honor for you as we welcome you to the program, but more so for your medicine and the way that you treat wonderful people in Jacksonville, Florida. Dr. Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. I got to go right to the Tua deal. Again, and this is a layman's description. Didn't look like a hard shot. So sometimes you sit there and you wonder, just some guys are predisposed or whatever to this type of deal. And so, yeah, come back. He's going to come back. Maybe this year, maybe not. He's gone on injured reserve. He's going to miss at least the next 4 games. Doesn't look like a hard shot. And not only did not look like a hard shot, but is, what do you call that when your hands do that?
Posturing.
Posturing. He goes to posturing again.
Yeah.
Very frightening.
Oh, it is. And, is he predisposed or is he injured? Is his brain damaged?
Right.
That's my concern.
Okay.
So
because of the other ones, his brain may be damaged.
Yeah, so the first time,
I got you.
Go back to the first one.
Right.
Oh, it was his back. No, it wasn't. He stumbled and fell. He had a concussion,
Correct.
right? And they put him back in. He got hit again, and then he postured, right? That's when your brain felt it, right? You get a concussion, you're a little dizzy, you see the stars, that kind of thing. Well, when your brain gets banged and your brain felt that impact, that's a central nervous system response where you posture and your fingers claw and you kind of that's a bad thing. That's a central nervous system response. So at that point, that's the second impact that we worry about, right? So that can damage your brain long term. That's what we worry about in concussions.
Right.
You get a concussion.
Long term.
Most of those do fine. You go through the protocol. You're cleared. Back you go. But if you get a second injury to your brain when it's already been damaged, then you can get severe permanent damage to your brain. And that's my concern, that happened already. And now he's not predisposed. He has brain damage that when he gets a minimal hit, it's a problem.
You would look at a lot of the data, and one of the things I always ask my doctor friends, I would say this, because you love the game of football. You love it. You played football. You played at Army. Your son's, football guys growing up. You love the game of football. But if he was your son, I bet you would pour through data on this one before you tell him to keep playing.
Oh, I've done this research.
Yeah.
I would not clear him.
You would not clear him.
I wouldn't clear my son. I wouldn't clear him.
Right.
I wouldn't.
For how long?
Forever. In good conscience, I would not let him get hit again in the head.
I guess, Doc,
it would not. I wouldn't sleep at night knowing that I put this kid back on the field.
Right.
It just doesn't make sense. Why?
I don't.
He has too many of those.
I get it.
And when you posture like that a couple times and have injured your brain, the risk to you of having permanent brain injury, we don't know how to measure that. We don't know how to diagnose that fully. So I'm not going to be the one who puts him out there and have that on my head that I put Tua in a
because you're talking
where
long term.
Yes, this is forever.
Yeah.
Is there a time, and advancements technologically and medically are amazing. It's, just exponentially. So after we're gone, could you envision a point where again, this is the outside perspective, but it would appear that some human beings, some men or women, their skulls are different. They're either softer or jarring, does their brain differently. And what causes one football player to get these hits and be contemplating retiring, and 52 others to knock the crap out of themselves all day Sunday, next Sunday, and it never even be whispered?
Yeah.
How are some more, is it such a thing that some are more prone to a concussion? And is that and are these answers maybe sometime in the future? Is it the thickness of your skull? Is it something that maybe eventually can be determined and then acted on, pre-injury?
That'd be nice. I don't think that there is that.
Yeah.
I think it's just some of it's cumulative, that you have a bunch of those. Some of it is if you really get that second impact and you damaged your brain at some point, that it may be more susceptible now to injury. And I think that's where Tua is. That second one that he had right after he had the first in quick sequence, he injured his brain when his brain was already injured, and that second impact is the more significant one that may have caused him permanent damage then.
Doc, how come Tua wasn't wearing, and does it matter? But for him, I'd be wearing the kazoo helmet.
Right.
Like for
you
sure,
should be doing everything. Jiu-jitsu isn't the answer, right? That ain't it.
Right.
But protecting his brain, you protect the brain. The problem is it's a displacement thing. That sudden stop, your brain moves. You can't keep the brain from moving inside your skull with that helmet. So it may cushion the blow, but it's the sudden deceleration that happens. You're running, and it didn't look like a big hit, but he suddenly decelerated, right? He hit him, and he stopped.
Right.
It didn't look bad, but he stopped moving, and his brain kept moving inside his skull and banged into
That's
his
why
skull.
you can do it with a forearm. It wasn't the forearm hitting the brain. It was him stopping like he did.
He stopped suddenly when he got hit, and that made
I
his
guess
brain
that's something
bang
that I'm
into the
saying.
skull.
Is there even microscopically a difference in the distance between some people's brains and their skull?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, okay.
Fair.
Fair.
That's
Yeah.
to your point, though. There's a lot of research going on. There's regenerative stuff happening with these peripheral nerves and things. We got all this PRP stuff and regenerative medicine but we just don't know. We don't know, and there's no good fix for it. So, boy, you don't want to put him in that position.
Doc, Evan Ingram in pregame on Sunday tweaked his hamstring enough that he couldn't play. So here we go again. Now Tyson Campbell went on IR with his hamstring. He's
smart,
gone for at least 4 weeks, and they're saying early in this week, and we'll find out more today because we're a day late on practice because they play Monday night, that it's a week-to-week thing. But again,
that means we ask about it in 3 weeks.
Right. Like
that's what that's meant.
Well, even the if you do something to your hamstring that doesn't allow you to play on game day, it has to be more than a week, doesn't it?
Sure.
I mean,
could he come back and be a blocker?
Right.
In a couple weeks, maybe. But to have him sprint and try and catch a ball and come down and sprint again, odd angles, not likely to happen early. It's the same thing. We go through this every year, and the hamstrings are a tough one. You just need to let them heal, or it's going to be an all-year thing.
The Chiefs running back, Isaiah Pacheco, fractured right fibula. Broken bones, Doc, you tell me 6 weeks minimum to heal. So probably 2 months.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, 4 weeks if it's not displaced, 4 weeks it may be healed, but to play on it, you're really at risk at 4 still, so 6 is probably the number.
Yeah. That's an interesting one.
There's a lot of guys hurt, man. Like ankle, Cooper Kupp, you're gonna be out for a while with quote an ankle. It must be high ankle, no?
Right. Yeah, I mean, they call them all high ankles now, seemingly, but yeah, high ankle maybe longer than that.
Nakua MCL sprain, I believe, was what his was. So what are we talking about there? It's already been a couple of weeks. I mean, Deebo Samuel is it an ankle also, Dan?
I don't know what Deebo is, but he's out for.
We got a lot of stars that aren't playing.
Yeah. I have one more I want to ask you about, and this kind of annoys me a little bit, but probably wouldn't have mattered. Pitcher played at Florida. Pitcher for the Mets. Sprained elbow is the initial prognosis in July. 2 months ago. Now they've decided, we're going to do the Tommy John along with the internal brace. Doesn't matter. So they're saying he probably won't pitch. He won't pitch next year either. But my point is, what are you waiting for if in July you do the MRI, right? And you see a torn UCL or partially torn? Like, are you saying, well, because there's been some guys with, I guess, partially torn. Eventually they're going to go. The only guy that I can remember who's didn't is Seth Lugo. But anyway, why you wasted 2 months of rehab time by not getting the surgery right away, I guess. So what were they looking at? What were they waiting for?
Well, the recovery on this, right? It's a year. So,
right.
Wasting a couple months, maybe it's wasted, maybe it's not. There's a lot of guys you don't hear about that had partial injuries and go back to pitch. They get PRP, they let it rest, and then they don't have the surgery.
They probably tried some of that?
Sure.
Okay.
But the high-profile guys, you see it. But, yeah, that's the right answer. If it's a partial tear, you don't jump into that right away. Hopefully you can get him better without having to operate him. Because the operation, quite honestly, everybody thinks that's 100% successful, and it's not.
I know.
So,
we had an interesting rehab story going on here in our backyard the last couple of days. Ozzie Albies of the Braves is in town with their AAA affiliate. It's kind of an odd situation going on here, Doc. He's got a broken hand. We talked about that. It was just a little play. He got bent with his glove, remember?
Mm-hmm.
He was going to be out 6 weeks. It's been a little bit more than that now, but he's on the rehab. He's a switch hitter normally. Right-handed, pain-free. Left-handed, he's can't swing. Does that make sense?
Which hand is it?
Pretty sure it was his left hand. Shame on me for not knowing for sure. I'm almost positive it was the glove hand, but stand by. Is it that big of a difference? But maybe just the way you're. Like you don't want to roll your wrist from outside to in, but it doesn't hurt if you go inside to out.
It's like golfing, right? When you're breaking your wrist down, that would make more sense opposite that to me. But yeah,
the irony here is, for years, I've been screaming that I'd like to see Ozzie Albies become a right-handed excluded hitter. He's so much better a hitter right-handed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he just power and otherwise. But he's played here in Jacksonville. He was very good. He lit up the Shrimp for a couple games in a row. He had a homer, a few hits. So, trying to see exactly what the injury was. Anyway, broken hand, and he's hitting right and left. That would explain it, though. It's just some sort of hitch in the recovery.
Yep.
I'm almost positive, and that would make. Would it make sense as we're trying to figure out the hand? Would it be more likely to be painful this way or that way?
Yeah, it depends on which bone it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. It just depends on which way you're turning your wrist, where it's catching them.
Bottom line, he'd probably join Atlanta in Miami this weekend.
I think he's going back Friday.
Yeah. Anything else?
There was one guy that dislocated his hip.
Who did?
I see. And didn't Tiger get another surgery on his back?
He did, his 6th.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
6th.
So just short term, could that make it better for now?
Well, the problem with the back, when you fuse the spine like he fused a couple levels, so those levels are stiff, and there's motion at the back. The curvature of your spine, you see, everybody knows that. So above where you fused it, now you're going to get more motion.
So now they just keep moving up and fusing?
Yeah, they just keep moving along. So that doesn't sound like they fused it, but it did a discectomy to take the pressure off it. But that then leads to probably a fusion at some point.
But could he have a window, though, where he feels better than he has?
Yeah, short term.
And by the way, we're not even talking about the leg, which is mangled.
Yeah.
That's the thing all along, right? I mean, it's the leg that ended his career.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're now at the point where we understand that Tiger's never winning again.
100%.
Yeah. David Bell is the one you were referring to. He played for the Browns, and he got hurt Sunday.
Oh.
They carted him off. If you remember, I think Armstead hit him, It's very odd because it didn't look that bad.
Well, it's like Bo Jackson, right? It didn't look that bad. And the problem is you dislocate your hip and you can cut off the blood flow to the hip. That's the big risk there.
Yeah.
You reduce the hip, put it back in the socket, but you can compromise the blood flow.
Do you have to do the surgery?
Ball dies.
Do you have to do the surgery immediately, or do you have time? Like, in other words, is this a traumatic? Like, we got to get him right to the hospital and do it, or
the quicker you get it put back in place, the better.
Okay.
But the vascular compromise can affect him years later.
Can you get it put in place in the stadium?
Yes,
you can. Do they have? What is the medical facility at the stadium? I'm not sure I've ever been in there.
X-ray machine.
That's it?
Yeah,
Is
there's
there
X-ray.
Yeah.
No more than that?
Well, MRIs doesn't. I mean, they do that today.
Yeah. I was surprised at Hollywood Brown's shoulder injury. They're now saying it's going to cost him the year. We saw that happen here in Jacksonville, and I think he went on the permanent IR, didn't he, Dan?
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, done for the year. That surprised me.
Yeah.
What could it have been?
It was a.
Was it the AC joint? Is that what he did? I thought it was the collarbone when it happened, but I guess not.
What was it? I think it was. It was. Trying to look here.
Might be the.
It could be the AC joint that they.
Which of the shoulder injuries would cost you the whole season?
Well, if they operate on it, that would.
Any of them? Any of those three?
Yeah. If you had a labral tear, you could get back. If you had a rotator cuff tear, that takes longer. If you had the fracture, that they actually. Or dislocation where they chose to fix it, like
it's awful early
Anthony
to choose
Richardson,
the surgery, right?
Well, like Richardson, you don't always fix those if it's all the way up, but if you choose to, then you're going to be out for the year.
Yeah, just shoulder. It says.
Yeah,
that's probably what it was.
All right, Doc Kevin Murphy, JackSportsDoc.com, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Don't forget the Bumps and Bruises clinics that they do on Saturday mornings as well.
Perfect.
Just check se-ortho.com for
college football talk when we return. It's the Riley Report. You're listening to The Drill. It's
Thanks,
Custom
Doc.
Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Gotta go to work, guys. Gotta go to work. We gotta go to work.
It was the point where they shifted into high gear.
Go.
It's the Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville drive of the game.
This feel good. That feel good.
On 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad, his guys from here, taking care of people who live here. People like the Hickens who have used Lockhart Construction numerous times. Why? Because, first off, they do terrific work. I mean, I love my house, the things they've done inside my house. We've had a couple bathrooms done. They've done some other things for us as well. We have another project on deck. They did my son's siding at his house, replaced it all beautiful. They're fast, they're friendly, they're affordable, and they're clean. It's all perfect. So I like to say their family gives your family a better living experience. You unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. So here's how it works. I'd really like to do this remodel. I have a construction need, an idea. I call Shane Lockhart, 994-3865, 994-3865. He calls me back and says, yay or nay, we can do it or we can't do it. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. The seasons are shifting, but we're not done with the summer heat just yet. And you better believe your AC is still working hard. So do what I did and call the good folks at Fenwick Home Services and stay stress-free with a seasonal tune-up. Don't wait until the wear and tear of the summer heat causes major issues. Book your tune-up with Fenwick's expert technicians to avoid those costly breakdowns. You can trust Fenwick to get your AC running again and get it done right the first time. Book online at FenwickHomeservices.com.
Googa Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hello, I'm Malcolm Anthony. I've been practicing criminal defense law for over 40 years. It's what I love to do, what I do well. Stay out of trouble, but if you don't, call me, Malcolm Anthony, at 2854-LAW. 2854-LAW for Malcolm Anthony.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Get off the ladder and put on the helmet with Gutter Helmet of North Florida. We are family owned and manufactured locally. Cleaning your gutters is a dangerous and dirty job. That's why with Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. Water goes in your gutters while trash and debris go on the ground. It won't collect like filters do. Gutter Helmet protects. Call now for 10% off and a free gutter cleaning and tune-up with your purchase of Gutter Helmet. Call 904-762-7779.
Mortgage rates are finally here thanks to the Fed and Loan Pronto. Loan Pronto just locked in a homeowner at 4.59% APR. It's the lowest in 2 years. So whether you got your loan last month or last year, it's time to call Loan Pronto and dump that high-rate loan. You can lock in at a lower rate fast with virtually no paperwork and usually no appraisal. No limit on how many times you can refi, so get started. Use this opportunity to get cash out, wipe out your credit cards. Do a cash out refi, get 50, 75, maybe 100 grand or more out of your home. Use that to pay off all your high interest debt and end up with just one low monthly payment. If you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Purchase loans available as well. Call now, get your rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. VA Streamline loans also available with Loan Pronto. So call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Looking for a new or used firearm? Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach will get you locked and loaded. New firearms coming in weekly and always looking for used guns. No lines and no waiting. Online at beachesjewelryandpawn.com.
It's time to take it back to the 90s, Jags fans. Be at the bank Sunday, October 6th as we debut our Prowler throwback jerseys against the Colts and induct legendary head coach Tom Coughlin into the pride of the Jaguars at halftime. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. You're not going to want to miss this matchup. Lock in your seats now by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
You already know it's your boy E to the T, and winning season is back. Football is back, and my bookie is here, baby, to make sure you're ready to cash in on all the action. This season, my bookie is pulling out all the stops with incredible promotions like weekly risk-free boost on Thursdays. If your bet hits, you win big. If it doesn't, forget about it. My bookie will refund you your wager, but that's just the beginning. My bookie is giving away hundreds of thousands in prizes with their Super Survivor and their Square contest. Get your entries in now for your shot to win huge cash rewards. For a limited time, they're bringing back the double deposit bonus. When you're ready to get started, use my promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus that doubles your money. You heard that right. Double your cash, my boy, with that promo code 1010XL, and now loyalty pays off. With my bookie, the more you play, the more you win. It's simple. My bookie is the lock of the century. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season. Come on, somebody.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by JEA. Billy Napier has his Florida team on alert about the Mississippi State quarterback.
Well, he's got a lot of experience. He's played a lot of football. He's a gritty player. He's a good athlete. He's tough, and he's had success in the past.
FSU's head coach Mike Norvell continues to get questions about the quarterback position and commented on how progress will be measured.
Try to have a weekly focus of, hey, this is something that is unessential. You know, I need to see you take a drop on each play.
With the seat hot under Florida head coach Billy Napier, former head coach Urban Meyer was asked about a return to the Swamp.
That ship has sailed, and I want that program to do well so bad. I know so many people there who give a big part of our life to that program, but that ship has sailed.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:07 at 73 degrees, your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it. And now, Catlin Truck Accessories brings you the Riley Report with Riley Skinner on 1010XL.
Coming in hot off last week's Roll and Lock upset of the week. You know him, you love him. From a Bowles product, ACC Player of the Year at Wake Forest. Riley Skinner, activate the board for me. I got no control in here. Let's go. Morning, Riles.
Gentlemen.
How we doing?
I'm great.
What do you got?
I'm great.
Just another day in paradise here in the in the North Florida college football. It's now become a pillow fight of who's worse. I don't know if we need to talk about Florida State or Florida a whole bunch, but real quick in passing. Are the Noles in trouble with Cal coming to town Saturday?
I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I said, man, I feel for Dan and Jeff.
Thank you, buddy.
Between the Noles and the Gators and the Jags, you got one win to speak of?
Every bit of miserable as it sounds. This job's supposed to be fun. Got in this line of work because it's fun, Riles. Huh?
Oh, boy. Hey, on the bright side, we did get the rolling lock. So
you did. I know you love that. Those
is no bright side
fast
to Saturdays. None.
Doesn't seem like much.
No.
If you're an Ole Miss fan, you're happy. I mean, sure, there's plenty. Georgia, Miami. I mean, they're all just snickering at us this morning.
Took Ole Miss 3 plays to go 80 yards against.
Yeah, that your Demon Deacons didn't last long.
Ugly. No, they did not. They did not.
What do you do when you're an 0-3 football team, Riley? I mean, gosh, it already feels like they're quitting in Gainesville. Dudes don't play. They're under talented. They're not coached up.
It could not be any more of a mess than it is and will be for the next 3 months. There's no way around cleaning this up. There's going to be mass exodus. Coaches, dead man walking. It's just a matter of when, not if. It's a terrible thing.
That's a hard, especially in the world we live in today, in the landscape of college football, with the ability to jump ship, and to go other places. So, I mean, it's hard enough to keep a locker room when you're 1-2, but it's harder when you got all these kids now. They're going to be talking to each other. Where can we go? How can I get out of here?
Right.
Where's the next place I'm going? And you're going to spend half your time trying to convince them to stay, let alone get them ready to go into old Stark Vegas and try to get a win against a pretty bad Mississippi State team as well.
Here's all of a sudden, too, a reality that's starting to creep into this. Because you have this notion, I think, when you're struggling, you're not what you want to be, of dismissing whoever leaves, And the reality is the guys that would be the best players on this team are performing in other places. I mean, we can say all you want that you don't want Princely U or Scooby Williams or Jaden Hill or ETN or anyone else. They're better than these slappies they left behind, or as good for sure. Yeah.
I can't argue.
I know.
The only saving grace is if, all the rumors of the lane train coming to town start to come to fruition, and that's what keeps some people, your best players there. But I don't see anything like that happening until end of the season or later in the season, right? And look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
No, there's no. They're going to win 2 games at most. Riley, there's 10 guys who aren't playing this Saturday, and this is the magical 4th game. And I would suggest to you, if you're a college football player, Division I college football player, you always have the dream of the NFL. If you've been around a couple years, your dream may have been dashed, but it's a pretty doggone good lifestyle. So if I can get another year, why am I going to waste this year playing for Florida when I'm going to be leaving or asked to leave or go someplace else or the coach is going to get fired? So I'll just go ahead and take my red shirt this year, call it a season, and go from there and transfer out here when we're done. I mean, how do you stop that?
Well, if Napier is as good from a recruiting standpoint as everybody talks about, then this is where he's going to have to step up and shine. This is where he's going to have to prove his worth in his contract. And
the word shine and Napier don't go together, right?
No, I know, but it's similar. Look, I mean, it's similar. Again, I go back, and it's similar to what Norvell was facing 2 years ago. Losing to Jackson State, having to try to do what they can to keep their blue chips there. I mean, that's the biggest thing, is keeping your blue chips there, and then you're going to have to hit the portal, unfortunately, which is the name of the game these days. And it's tough when it happens this early in the season, right? I mean, if you're 2-2 or 3-1, and then you hit a couple skids in the middle of the season, that's a more salvageable situation. But the way it's unfolded, and just the ugliness in which the Gators have lost and looked, it's an uphill battle. It's an extremely uphill battle, and I don't have an answer other than just buckle up, hold on, and do whatever the heck you can to keep your locker room intact.
Hey, Riles, I got a game for you this weekend that I'm intrigued by a little bit, and it's a Sunshine State battle. I like USF hanging around with Miami, 16.5 points at home. I think that coach there is been well received. Golish, I believe, is his last name.
Golish,
and they
got that former Gator running back.
They're Naquan, right? They're basically a point down to Alabama going into the 4th quarter before Alabama pulled away. It's I think UM could be in for a little bit of a fight.
You got to my rolling lock early, Dave.
Oh,
I like it.
Sniffed it out. Is what I did.
There's not a ton of. I feel like this weekend you've got some good games, but they're more, program against program, and there's not a big upset look except for this one. I mean, this is USF Super Bowl. It's a night game down in Tampa.
Yeah,
and I agree. I mean, the USF quarterback, he's been pretty solid. I mean, he can run a little bit. They can spread you out and throw it. And Golish was a guy that was under Heupel at Tennessee, and he was up for awards when he was at Tennessee as kind of the tight ends offensive assistant coordinator role. And this is going to be this one. I feel like Miami is going to be a really good test to see how Miami handles success. Right? How can they keep it in check down there to not let it get to their head?
That's fair.
And overlook this game looking towards the other. USF has always been a scrappy team with really good athletes. I say really good. Good enough athletes to beat a higher quality opponent.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the consistency to do it, but a game like this is one you're going to get the kitchen sink thrown at you. You're going to get your best shot. And I agree. I got them definitely to cover, potentially as an upset.
Man, my skepticism in a matchup, in this particular specific matchup, outside of USF, Miami, and what they do is that USF is a running football team. Like, they don't make plays in the pass game. They're not going to have splash plays against Miami in the pass game. And so I just don't know if, like, in the trenches, they're going to be, just as Alabama wore them down, ultimately won by 23 3 or 4 touchdowns. I
True, and Miami's
would think
got a
that Miami
solid
would do
front
that.
seven.
Yeah, I would
They
think
got a good front seven on the defensive line. But, the other thing about running teams, though, Jeff, is it keeps Cam Ward off the field.
if they can, that's correct. If they can get first downs, that's fair. They got a
and
stable
turn
of
up
backs.
clock.
I mentioned the Florida back, and he's not their leader. They're 2 or 3 of them, including the quarterback, all about the same, 5-6 yards carry, 300 yards rushing. But we'll see if in the trend. That's what would make me skeptical about an upset chance. But gosh, it is college football. Northern Illinois just won at Notre Dame.
I don't think I don't think Miami has the size and the strength that Alabama does.
And you may be right. I'm basing a lot on the pitiful Florida
to take
effort.
them all the way into the fourth quarter in a 1-point game, that says a lot about USF. So, look, I don't want Miami to lose. I want to see them back, and I want to see them consistently get their program to where they should be with all that talent. But this is the one on the docket this weekend. Scares me a little bit.
Oklahoma is a home dog, at a level they haven't been in 50 years. Tennessee is rolling early. It's a good test, man. I'm curious to see how both of these programs respond. Oklahoma in their first real big SEC game, and Tennessee, puts this early season success to the ultimate test and a real tough place to play.
I want to see Nico Iamaleava and in his true first road game. I mean, he's been impressive. To me, he's been kind of the highlight of college football from a freshman perspective, to see what he's done with that big old body, 6'6", 220, and throwing the ball around. It's Heupel's offense with a really dynamic quarterback, but he's a freshman and he hasn't played on the road yet. Really, they played in Charlotte, but that was kind of a neutral deal. And Oklahoma, you've got the backstory with Heupel and Venables, and you got all that going on. I still do like Tennessee. I like Tennessee in this thing. I just love watching Heupel's offense. He's so daggum creative. Some of the schemes that he runs, I was watching a lot more closely when they were playing NC State, and they run some really dynamic route concepts and unique ways to get guys in open spaces, not just your traditional just spread them out. If you watch him closely, he's a genius in terms of play calling from an offensive perspective. I just want to see if they can sustain it, because the last couple of years, especially 2022, they looked like world beaters when they came in and smoked Alabama, and then it's kind of like Miami's done in the past, where eventually towards the second half of this or last third of the season, they can't sustain it. They slip up 1 or 2, and then it's just a solid 9 or 10 win season.
Did you guys see this NIL news that broke in the state of Georgia, and how just another one of these unleveling of the playing fields? It's such a mess right now, but Georgia legally, through their court system there, now have schools in Georgia now have legal cover to immediately begin paying their athletes directly. Governor Brian Kemp signed an order that prohibits the NCAA or other athletic conferences from punishing any university or college in Georgia for offering compensation or compensating an intercollegiate student athlete for the use of the NIL. Now, NCAA rules currently prohibit schools from directly paying athletes. Georgia, it looks like, going to put that to a legal test. But where do you get when Georgia, the University of Georgia, okay, sure, come on, here's $5 million. I mean, what are we doing?
So how is that different? Wait, how is that different than what got passed
in
this
Florida?
Summer?
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you talking about a high school or college?
No, college. I'm
Okay.
at college, yeah. I'm talking about they don't have according to this, Georgia Tech, Georgia State, whoever else is in the state university doesn't have to worry about what their college and
we have that
what their
too
conference
here.
rules
I think
say.
that's that way here in the state of Florida too.
Yeah, well, but to the point that you don't have to agree with your conference. That's the weird part. Like, how does Georgia?
You don't have to have.
Like, the conference can't say, okay, well, that's great. Your state said that. I'm sorry, you're ineligible. I guess not. Or
now you've got this. You got to go. You're allowed to now go after the ruling this summer. You're allowed to go away from the collective, right? You don't have to have a third-party collective, and so each university is going to get this tranche of money every year that's split up between and it's all conference-driven. But say each school gets an extra $20 million they can now go and directly
however they
figure out
want.
how they
I remember
allocate
that
that across all sports. Now, those that can raise more money from their funding program and their donors, it just adds to the kitty, and you just have that much more to go around.
Riley, what is Bowles paying his players these days?
Get out of here.
Hey, I saved this for last because I didn't want it to be contentious. I have a wonderful relationship with the sponsor of the Riley Report, Catlin Truck Accessories. Riley has been a friend, for many, many years.
Deep out on Ole Miss.
I thought we had a good little triumvirate here, It was all just a wonderful trifecta of people and personalities. And then Riley's college alma mater just went and did the cheesiest, lowest class,
here we go,
weak sauce move that anyone could ever do. So after Ole Miss goes, by the way, it should be the other way around. Ain't nobody in a Power 5 should go have to play at Wake Forest without a return. So Ole Miss goes Ole Miss goes and plays that Wake kick, and then Wake says, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're going to cancel our trip to your place next year."
Hey, listen here,
weak
bud.
sauce.
Last time we had a home and home with Ole Miss.
Weak.
2006 and 2008. They came to our place.
You beat
their place. Yeah, twice, baby.
So that was a long time ago.
You tell Pross that triumvirate's going to be even more damaged when Lane comes cruising to Gainesville. Then you're going to really have a problem.
Yeah.
Now, I did get to the bottom of this. I'm not.
Instead, you know where they're going? Oregon State. That makes sense.
Oregon State.
Make it make sense.
We had one game. It was a business decision. We had one game left, and we got a chance to have two. But that being said, it was not the best look.
Yeah.
This late in the game.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that, right? Usually it's a few years out.
And I'm just going to leave it at this because I don't want to go into detail of it. There's some history there with our AD in Lane.
Okay.
I'll say that. He was at Tennessee when Lane came and did his one and done, and let's just say there's some history there. That wasn't great.
I like that.
So I think this was it's got a little personal to Lane.
A little payback.
Because he started calling him out by name. He wouldn't let it go. I don't know. Not a good look either way, though. Not a good look.
All right, my brother. Good stuff as always. Good catching up.
Thank you, Riles.
All right.
Hey, wait. What do we need a rolling lock? What do you got?
He
You gave it?
USF.
It's USF to cover?
USF, baby.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Hey, the last thing I want to see, this Michigan-USC game, see if USC is for real. That's
Michigan is not, so I guess it's going to be yes.
If USC goes in and beats Michigan and Michigan goes 0-2 at their place in big games.
I think that's happening, don't y'all?
It's going to
We tried to warn Big Jake this summer. He didn't listen.
Yeah. There was a day where maybe he'd consider coming back to Florida.
Not now.
I don't know anymore. Thank you, Riles. We'll talk to you next week. That's the Riley Report, brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. Man, we got some issues out there on our highways this morning.
Oh, boy.
I told you at I-95 North at Old St. Augustine this morning there was a overturned semi, and so that was being rerouted. Now I'm being told I-95 is closed after 210. So it might be that same – they're not telling me here if it's coming south or north. I-95 south of town is a mess this morning, man, so make sure you're aware when you get up and going and out and about here on a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Mondays in the fall are made for talking football.
Let's talk football.
Football! Sink your teeth into Dandy Foods Postgame Monday.
Let's talk football.
Makers of quality fresh sandwiches and home of the good stuff on 1010XL.
D.V. Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Hey, gang, imagine having a doctor available to you any day or any time. Hicken here from my friend and doctor, Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for, a couple decades. He decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of medicine that allows him to have a better relationship with his patients, and I sure am going with him. If you need an appointment, per se, and you're trying to get an appointment, you're not feeling well, usual doctor's office, we'll get you in December. Not with Doc T. If If you're not feeling well, you get in right away. You got a medical emergency? Here's Doc T's personal phone number. He'll get right back to you 7 days a week. It's kind of like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. And as far as physicians, I think Rick Townsend's the best. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. Doc T's been a fixture in our community forever. So if you need yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, hospital follow-ups, you name it, Doc T has you covered. Find out how you can take away your health worries. MyPVConcierge.com.
Now at Hodges Mazda, get ready for an incredible offer and drive home the 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% APR for 36 months. Lauren Brooks here. The Mazda CX-5 combines sleek design, advanced technology, and a responsive drive, making it the ideal SUV for your everyday adventures. Discover the Hodges Mazda difference with our non-commissioned sales team who are always focused on your best interest first. Plus, you get 2 years of free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com. See dealer for details, terms, and fees for qualified applicants. Expire September 30th, 2024.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Want to be up close and personal with the Jaguars as they take the field? Here's your chance to be in the shadows, outside the Jaguars locker room, now called The Vault. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows. One winner and a guest for every home game at Everbank Stadium. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents in 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry periods for the Shadow Sweepstakes promotion from 8/19/24 to 12/15/24. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsored administrator, Everbank N.A. member FDIC.
Start your week with a Hall of Fame breakfast.
Well, I'm hungry. How about you?
Join Dan Hicken, Jeff Prosser, and Jags Hall of Famer Tony Bazzelli for tons of football talk. Brought to you by Heritage Roofing of North Florida. Monday mornings at 7:20 on 1010XL.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
I-9 Sports wants to make sure kids all over the First Coast can enjoy growing up on a field or in a gym. And right now, fall and winter registration is open. Find out what I-9 Sports offers across Duval, Clay, and St. John's. I9sports.com. Enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount.
Hey, there's a lab-grown diamond and jewelry sales event going on right now at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Monahan's is known for its natural diamonds and gemstones, but we've had so much demand for lab-grown diamonds that now through the end of September, Monahan Jewelers is having a lab-grown diamond and jewelry sales event. We've brought in a huge selection of lab-grown diamonds and jewelry to meet this incredible demand. Lab-grown diamond sales event now through the end of September at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
All right, football season is here, and fantasy football is so much fun for all of us. A bunch of different ways you can play, and I really have settled in on the Underdog Fantasy app. I love it. It's so simple. You can play, use the Champions format, go player be player. All I got to do is hire over on the statistical projections. It's that easy. They'll usually give you a freebie, a gimme to get you ratcheted up on your ratio to payout. But I love playing Underdog. It's easy to navigate. There's lots of research on there. If you find going to some of the same standby as far as players or teams and their projections, you can file those away with some of your more common plays. Underdog, super fun, easy to get started. Go to the mobile app or to UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with the promo code Prosser. They're going to give you a special. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code Prosser. Claim your new customer offer of a mystery special plus a first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. But got to be 18 or older, and if you're concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Bold City Brewery invites you to celebrate Dubs and Duval all season long with a cold pint. Enjoy all their beer, seltzer, ciders by logging on to boldcitybrewery.com. Head to the production house on Roselle Street in Riverside or Bold City downtown and be bold.
This right here is as good as it gets. This is life getting lived without obligations or complications. This is filling your cup and savoring the moment. This is the gift of presence, served to you in a place where there's room for everyone and enough to go around. And the best part, it's always Sonny's here. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
Hey there, sports fans. This is Niall Lawrence Stample, former Seminole football player and proud owner of NLS Cleaning. Looking to get your business or home shining like a champion? Look no further. NLS Cleaning is your local go-to pressure washing and window cleaning servicer. Whether it's commercial or residential, we are fine-tuned like a team gearing up to win it all. So for a sparkling finish and a team that's truly committed to your satisfaction, check out our website at nlscleaning.net. NLS Cleaning, where every cleaning gets your business or home game ready for any occasion.
The Sunshine State says it all in the nickname. That summer sun in Florida can take its toll on an air conditioning unit and send your electric bill through the roof. Florida Home AC can help you handle the heat with a brand new AC unit with low monthly payments and over $3,000 in federal tax credits on select systems. So this summer, don't sweat it out. Cool off with Florida Home AC, the official AC company of the Jaguars. Call them today, 777-4300, and check out their tremendous savings on a brand new AC system.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I ain't gonna lie. White man nimble, white man quick.
Lord.
Yeah, look at him hips twisted.
That's love-making hips there. He's using his love-making hips for that dance.
Them hips got oiled up, my boy.
Yes, sir. Ain't nothing better than that one,
sure.
huh?
Well, maybe not.
I want to do it again.
He can't stop, man. Play some salsa next time. This place will melt. Huh? I swear I thought he was saying Coors Light, Coors Light, Coors Light. Where's my brain? That's what I thought my man was saying.
Hey, I told you, I promised you guys a story from McCourty about Bill Belichick, so he's got it for us. And it just dictates.
McCourty's good, by the way.
Yeah.
He's good. He's in one of the CBS broadcasts. He's on some NFL Network.
But to me, it dictates the greatness.
Or NBC, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, of and I don't know if it's him or his twin brother, but it's one of the McCourtys.
Are they both doing broadcasting?
I don't know. No one knows. It could be. They could be
too.
They could be interchanging.
Jason would be the brother. Jason McCourty.
Devin and Jason?
I think so.
Okay.
Does that sound righty?
I think so, yeah.
Well, here's one of the McCourty brothers talking about Bill Belichick.
This is my rookie year. We're playing the Jets on a Monday night, so we're doing a nighttime walkthrough Sunday night before the game. And he grabs all the corners and he grabs me and he says, hey, when we're running down this sideline, the way the wind pattern is in our stadium, going towards the open end, the wind whirls like this. So the ball's going to look like it's going further than what it is, but it's going to hit that wind and it's just going to drop. So when you're running on this side, make sure you turn around and get your head back. And I remember sitting there like, really, dude, the wind pattern. And sure enough, I get a go ball on that side against Braylon Edwards. I turn and then I look back at him and then I remember like what Bill said. I turn my head back. Ball drops right in my lap, get an interception. From that point on, there was nothing the guy could tell me that I would be like, nope, I believe in everything. I was drinking the Kool-Aid heavy after that.
Well, and that Kool-Aid often ends with a Super Bowl celebration. That helps.
I mean, think about that, though.
It backs
Wind
it all
patterns on one side of the stadium.
And you know what? If Bill Belichick had been a normal coach and McCourty had never won a Super Bowl, he'd just be talking about his flaky coach who told him about the wind pattern.
Yeah.
He wins. That's in Belichick's
But did that
case,
help him win?
Well, there you go. In Belichick's case, the evidence would say yes.
Yeah.
Right? Because 6 Super Bowls don't lie.
Yeah.
I mean, he won 6, man.
Yeah.
And now the further we get, and we can stop with the immediate comparisons of Brady v. Belichick and who is more. At the end of the day, they're both equally responsible.
Yeah.
Neither wins that many without the other. Sure,
Brady
they
went
win.
and got his extra one, which gives him the upper hand in the when we're sitting at the bar kicking it around.
Unless or until Belichick comes back and wins one.
Yeah, well,
it's hard to win it at that second place.
Oh, yeah.
We've talked about this. Oh, my guy coming through.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, friend.
Thank you. He's passing out food in here.
I love that.
Do the twist.
The greatest producer in the world.
Listen, we're not going to talk about it here, right? But if you don't think that you've seen it. Bill Belichick headlines when it comes to prospective jobs out there, and the jobs anyone would talk about would be related to underachieving, disappointing teams to this point.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So,
look,
we'll see.
Yeah.
You know.
So he's got well, listen, coming back full circle to the Jaguars in a trip to Buffalo, we chronicled 0-3 in the earlier hours. You don't want to go 0-3 to start an NFL season. You're basically making vacation plans.
You're out. I mean, that's the way it's been.
Honey, are you okay with Cabo in January? Yeah, honey. I'm fine.
5 times since 81.
Yeah.
Only 5 times since 81 have
it
you
hadn't
started
happened
0-3
since
and made it.
18, and no 17-game scheduled team has started 0-3 and gotten to the postseason.
2018, by the way, that was got an assist from the Jaguars. Remember, we started 3-1 as defending division champs and then tanked and allowed Houston to start 0-3 and then make the postseason. They're the last team to start 0-3 and make the postseason. I've had some people ask me, well, what's the best start to miss the postseason? Broncos started 6-0 in 2009, I think, and went 8-8 and missed the playoffs. I had a year with my Falcons back in the 80s. They started 4-5-0 one year and then missed the playoffs with David Archer.
David Archer.
Remember him?
Yeah, sure I do. He went on to be a broadcaster for the SEC football.
Yeah, he was pretty good, too.
Wasn't bad.
Where did Archer play? He was an SEC guy. Was he LSU? No.
Why do I think Auburn, but I don't know?
Yeah. It's not LSU. I was thinking Mike Archer, former coach.
Or maybe University of Washington.
Oh.
One or the other.
Yeah. Since he ended in SEC, I figured he was SEC product.
Or maybe that's a different David Archer.
Yeah,
maybe it's Iowa State.
I think Iowa State is our David Archer.
Yeah,
the Falcons' David Archer's Iowa State.
Went from Snow College to Iowa State.
Nice.
To the NFL.
All the way.
From 1984, he played till 1998. Finished up in the CFL with the Rough Riders and the Eskimos.
Quarterback was
Must have loved the game.
Quarterback was a different position back in the day, boy. You could be a quarterback and complete 44%, throw 8 touchdowns, 12 picks, and keep your job for 10 years.
Get a raise.
Just hand it off. It was so exciting for me. I told you, remember the story I told you?
He did have a year where he went 7 touchdowns, 17 picks.
Yeah, and then had the job the next year.
And came back the next year.
Sure.
And went 10-9. Much improved.
Yeah, see, that was the position back in the day, man. Hand it to Gerald Riggs. That's what you did if you were David Archer. I've told this story before, but the first NFL game I ever went to, I was probably 9 or 10 years old. It was in Atlanta. The Falcons were hosting the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
And the Falcons had Steve Bartkowski, right? Peachtree Bart, probably his second or third year. And this is probably like 77. Right? And so everyone's, mad. They love Bartkowski. He's going to be the savior. He was the number 1 pick in the draft, a quarterback out of Cal. And he had gotten injured in the preseason. And so the Falcons opened against the Rams. And the backup quarterback led him to the victory. And I can tell you, I'm a kid from a small town, Middle Tennessee, Southern Baptist Church 3 days a week, leaving the stadium. And there's this old drunk guy behind us screaming, "To hell with Bartkowski." Likely scared me to death, E.T., at the time. But the point being, who the quarterback was that was the backup and won that day was a dude named Scott Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Who then I went to the University of Florida, and then covering the University of Florida, who shows up for like the Florida Auburn game media, but Scott Hunter. Remember, he became a TV guy, and was he in Alabama maybe?
Yes, because that's where he went to school.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Long story.
A couple other things. I love our industry. I love what we do, but sometimes the talk shows where they get so, analytical and they discuss, how this guy handled this. Like, they've made such a big deal out of this C.J. Stroud, Caleb Williams handshake.
I didn't see anything that jumped out to me.
So I hate that part of our industry. I don't need that. I think that's silly. Who cares? Whatever. And then the other thing I wanted to point out is a Woj bomb on Woj bomb.
Woj.
Yeah, that was kind of funny, right? So Woj bomb just basically.
So did he drop a Woj bomb on Woj?
Well, he
like that would have been perfect if he dropped. This is my final Woj ball.
He didn't do
Woj just
that.
learned that
Yes.
Woj is leaving.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
He did not do it that way, which would have been the right way to do it. I think he let Adam Schnipner break the story.
I think he tweeted
Schefter,
it out.
Yeah, Schechter. Anyway, the gray one.
Okay.
Came out and said Woj. So what Woj did is Woj left a lot of cash money on the table, but he had made a ton. So he probably feels good and he wants to do something else with his life.
Wants to do something he likes. He'll love it.
Apparently, he's not making anything.
Gets to be a GM
Yeah.
in the college basketball
At his
program
alma mater.
and he loves them,
Yeah.
right? He's obviously he's a basketball guy,
Right.
And St. Bonaventure, he probably, I'll give him credit. He probably said, "Man, we should be in the tournament every year."
Wants to help kids.
St. Bonaventure, hold on, you don't tell me because you know this. It's a little bit more time. St. Bonaventure produced a famous big man.
Yes,
It's not like it's not McAdoo.
No.
It's like Earl Monroe.
No.
Someone like that though, right?
But a big man.
Yeah, it's a big man. It's
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, right. I know it is. It's Bob Lanier, maybe.
Bob Lanier.
Oof, I
Bob
came through the
Lanier.
recesses, the crevices of the underneath the stairs of the memory. All right, we got to take a
100%
break.
All right, we'll take a break.
Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the 4th annual Constellation Furyk & Friends, presented by Circle K, October 4th through 6th at Timuquana Country Club. Get your tickets now, starting at just $25 for grounds passes. Public parking is free, and our military get complimentary tournament access courtesy of ViStar Credit Union. Get your tickets today at Ticketmaster, October 4th through 6th at Timuquana Country Club. The 4th annual Constellation Furyk & Friends, presented by Circle K.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Football fans, huddle up. Make Best Bet St. Augustine your game day headquarters. We're serving up the ultimate viewing experience with all the big games on our massive screens, mouth-watering food specials till 2 a.m., drink deals to keep your spirits high, and we're open till 4 in the morning for post-game celebrations. Ante up for your team and score big at Best Bet St. Augustine this football season. For the play-by-play on our game day specials, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet St. Augustine, where every fan leaves a champion.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On September 19, 2000, Baseball Hall of Fame outfielder Ken Griffey Jr. pinch hits his 400th home run, becoming the first major league player to reach this milestone as a pinch hitter.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by November 7th.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time home buyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time homebuyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time homebuyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. That's 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Think you can't afford to buy a home? Think again. Lennar offers a range of new homes at affordable prices with a simple and hassle-free buying experience. Every home comes with our Everything's Included package, which means you get premium features and upgrades at no extra cost. For a limited time, enjoy rates as low as 3.99% and no closing costs on select homes when you finance through Lennar Mortgage. Call us at 904-917-2372 to find your dream home today. Lennar, the home for you.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. The sun is back, and when the sun is back in the Sunshine State, we need to take steps to protect our skin from the sun. That's why I'm telling you, from my friends at Beach's Dermatology, two of the best dermatologists in the area, Doctors Boudreaux and Metz. They've been taking care of me for years, man, and they have kept my skin going good and being healthy, and if I have anything, they take it right off, and I appreciate it. There's Dr. Fader there with the Mohs surgery as well, and they just want to remind you, man, you got to protect yourself from the sun. You got to wear a floppy hat, a long sleeve dry fit, sunscreen, whatever it takes. Man, don't be fooled as the temperatures get a little bit cooler. And if you do have anything on your body that seems a little out of the ordinary, just go get it checked out at Beach's Dermatology. Real easy to get a hold of online at beachesdermatology.com.
Are you feeling the heat? It's time to cool things down with Duck Duck Air Conditioning. Contact us today at 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckac.com. Duck Duck Air Conditioning to keep you cool and comfortable all year round.
Everything about the game has changed, except for the most important thing. What you have inside. It is what drives the game. It refuses to be ignored. It sweats every day, turns an athlete into a legend. Gatorade, is it in you?
From Gatorade Zero to Gatorade Endurance Formula and Gator Light, there's something for every athlete. Find it at your local Winn-Dixie. It's a win-win. Gatorade, official partner of the NFL.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguar head coach Doug Peterson gave an update on the status of tight end Evan Ingram.
You know, optimistic, but we just got to see. Hamstrings can be funny, so it's kind of a week-to-week deal right now with him.
The Jag head coach also offered insight on how to jumpstart the offense.
You know, I think it starts in practice. I think we can do some things differently in practice. A little more attention to detail in practice as we go each week.
Bucky Brooks, former Jag and NFL Network reporter concerning the team, says,
the stars got to be stars. On a football team, the blue chip players are the ones that are supposed to be the best players on the field, and they also command the most money. It's about getting the blue chip players to play at the level that they're expected to play at.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back. Hanging out here on a Thursday. I used to look forward to football. Now I look with trepidation. Trepidation is what I have as I close in on a football weekend. I have trepidation on Saturdays, trepidation on Sundays, and this week I'll have trepidation on a Monday night. I saw that the HOF released its initial nominees, including Eli Manning, who got to be a no-brainer. I don't know when he gets
first in. First ballot?
For sure.
Maybe not.
First ballot, we always make a lot of when it happens, but then you don't necessarily remember them that way. You're a Hall of Famer or you're not. You know what I'm saying?
God, I couldn't tell you.
I think the only Hall of Fame designation that stands out is to me, out of all of them ever, is that Mariano Rivera, the first unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm sure football's had a ton of unanimous first ballots.
Mm-hmm.
right? There have been so many dominant players that, football guys aren't like the baseball ones that try and highbrow outsmart you. The baseball media wants to constantly prove how much smarter they are than you.
Eli Manning's like 10th in everything.
Yeah, he's top 10. He's 2 Super Bowls, beat the undefeated. If you argue that he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, you're wrong.
And you have the championships.
Yeah, both. You have
I don't
it
know what
all.
else you need.
You have a last name that is polarizing, and you were a mistake-prone quarterback back when.
You don't have a great one-loss record. That would be it.
Yeah,
but you're a Hall of Famer because you delivered championships twice.
We would take it from Trevor right now.
Oh God, yeah.
Eli got everything. He got the
it
name.
all.
He got the stats. He got the championships. He got the moments.
Maybe not your best week-to-week regular season quarterback. He didn't win anybody any fantasy football titles, but, buddy, when it mattered, he won twice.
Yeah.
So that's first ballot. I'll tell you something that just runs counter to the red blood in my stream, and that is my bloodstream gang.
Oh, yeah. I was confused.
Yeah, I know you were. I think Adam Vinatieri's our first ballot Hall of Famer.
What?
And then I'll shut it down. If you're going to let a kicker in.
Not until Fred gets in.
Yeah, well, no. Vinatieri will get in before Fred if we're not careful.
That's wrong.
I'm not a big proponent of kickers, and certainly kicker. I wouldn't put a punter in the Hall. It's just a fact, but that's just me. Kickers, though, look, Vinatieri's the best kicker in NFL history.
Yeah.
He hit so many important kicks. The snow kick alone, what was that? 40-something yards in that weather?
Yeah.
And then he'd win the AFC Championship game there. There'd be no time when he wins the Super Bowl here. That guy made so many big kicks. He never missed.
You know what's amazing is the best kicker in NFL history, who's Tucker.
Yeah.
Won for his last 50-plus.
He's getting older.
May have passed him. May not be able to get it back.
I would definitely put Vinatieri in the Hall before Tucker. Not even close. This guy, I don't know if there's a more money kicker ever existed. This guy's so many big kicks. They won a couple of those Super Bowls on kicks. We were talking about the Belichick and the Brady and who gets the credit. We'll give old Vinatieri some of that credit. He never missed those important kicks. And then he went to Indy, and he may have won a Super Bowl there.
Didn't he win one there first?
I don't know. No, he started with New England.
Okay.
Won 3 with the Patriots and 1 with Indy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And he hit big ones, man.
Yeah, I'm just
if you're going to put a kicker in, if you're going to put a kicker in, and they are we still with just one? Or no, didn't Morton Anderson get in?
Jan Stenerud's in.
I think Morton Anderson may have gotten in. I think there's 2 now.
I think there's
Blanda, who's not really a kicker, right? He's in for other reasons too. I don't think there's another. Your boy Lou the Toe Groza, but D tackle.
Yeah.
Just pure kicker. Stenerud was the first. I think Morton Anderson went in, but I could be wrong.
Stenerud, Anderson, and Blanda.
Yeah, so just Morton
Lou Groza is also considered a Hall of Fame kicker, but
there you go.
Because he was the first kicker to be a threat to score from 40 to 50 yards out.
Yeah,
that's why
but he was more of a line. He got in for being a lineman.
The only full-time kickers are Stenerud and Morton Anderson.
Yeah, and Vinatieri deserves in over both of them.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
If you do it that way,
yeah, he's the best kicker ever. Most
people say Tucker is the best kicker.
I don't. Okay, but Vinatieri checks every box.
I mean, this guy hit a 66-yarder to win a game. I don't.
Won the Super Bowl.
No, well, because he didn't get a chance to win the Super Bowl.
I hear you. I don't. It's no disrespect, and you take Tucker any second, but
better percentage rate of conversions, etc. But Vinatieri will get in. I would never put a kicker in first time.
If you're going to go in, you're going to go in. I guess that's why that would be my only argument for it. He's going to get in, but to your point, if that matters, like I said, you look back in 10 years. I don't know what ballot Morton Anderson went in, or Barry. I guess most of them go in number 1. If you're when Dion talked about his wing, like a separate level of the Hall of Fame, if you were going to do it, maybe that would be the only way you could objectively do it. And you wouldn't want to. You're not going to separate Outhouse Penthouse of the most, exclusive club in American sport. But first ballot versus non.
I came across,
Right? Well, maybe that would be the one way to, because those are the guys that you certainly remember. You remember, Jerry Rice differently than Isaac Bruce.
No doubt. I came across this neat little thing, and we'll head to break with this, but we'll have a little fun here for just a second. How old were you in 1980?
13.
13 years old. You're a big old baseball fan. You love it. You love your Braves.
Still haven't had a season in my life worth a flip.
So,
at that stage,
yeah, but you had Let's see. Had you been to the July 4th game already?
No.
I came across this batting average leader for each team in 1980. Who led the Atlanta Braves in batting average in 1980?
Okay.
With a 282 average.
Okay. Let me figure out where I am, where I live.
Yeah.
I'm in West Virginia. 80 is just, that's like Murphy's just starting to come along.
Okay.
It could be like a Roland Office.
Roland Office. It's a nice little guess.
He may have been a little before
it's
that.
R-O-W-L-A-N-D, Roland.
Yeah.
He wasn't R-O-L-A-N-D.
Yeah.
He had a W in there.
I'm going to go, could be Willie Montanez.
Oh, I love
He may
one
be
of Yaya Man's favorite Mets of all time.
He may be gone by now too, though.
I'd like you to put the Enye in it though when you say it.
Montanez.
Yes.
I'm okay.
Very flamboyant baller, Willie Montanez.
It's just it's just not a good. There's just not a lot of talent on any of those teams.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Murphy.
Murphy's a good guess. It's incorrect. You haven't named him yet.
Okay. Jerry Royster?
No, he was better known for playing for another team. His biggest hit came for another team, which is a lot of Braves.
Yeah. His biggest hit.
Yeah, the most famous hit he ever had.
And this is Chris Chambliss.
Chris Chambliss, 282.
Yeah. Wow, Chambliss was still there in 82. I'm trying to think of the guys that were there in 82 when they finally won. First time in my life they won in 82.
Like the Baltimore Orioles, Al Bumbry hit 318 that year.
What did Chambliss hit?
282.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
The Chicago Cubs, behind the bag, it gets by Buckner.
Yeah.
324.
Yeah.
The Chicago White Sox, Chet Lemon.
Yeah. That White Sox had some unis back in those days, boy.
Never heard of the Cleveland then Indians leading hitter, Miguel Delone.
Huh.
Never heard of him. 341.
Not De Leon, Delone?
D-I-L-O-N-E?
Huh, no. Delone?
Enye?
Yeah, I do not remember him at all.
Never heard of him.
The Chicago White Sox gang, I'll leave you with this. I'll tell you, add this. You may not know this. Mm-hmm. The Chicago White Sox once played a baseball game in a heat, what do you call those? Heat wave in the, late 70s, early 80s. They once wore shorts.
They did.
And then they slid and tore up their legs and said that was a bad idea.
Who led the...
It was George Costanza's idea.
Who led the California Angels in hitting? You should know that.
Fred Lynn.
No.
He's gone already.
This guy won batting crown after batting crown after batting crown.
Rod Carew.
Rodney Klein Carew.
Yeah.
The Houston Astros, one of Leo the Lip DeRocher's favorite players of all time. They thought he could be Willie Mays-like. He didn't get there, but he was a good player.
Cheo Cruz.
Cesar Cedeno.
Jose Cruz is a good player of that era.
We'll have to ask the luncher if he knows who led the Brewers with a 352 average.
That could have been Yount.
Cecil Cooper.
Wow. Molitor. That team's about to get good, too. They go to the World Series a couple years later.
The Mets, terrible in 1980. Steve Henderson with a 290 average.
Steve Henderson.
Traded for Tom Seaver.
Known more for his work with the A's and the Red Sox.
The A's counter was Steve's older brother, Ricky Henderson, who had 303.
I don't think they're related.
Bob Watson led the Yankees.
I think Dave Henderson and Ricky Henderson at one point were in the same A's lineup, though.
Bob Watson led the Yankees with a 307. I'd like you to get you.
Bob Watson.
I'd like you to get the We Are Family Pittsburgh Pirates leading hitter.
I'll get that. I was living there then.
Yeah, you should be able to get that.
I can.
This is a little bit of a surprise,
It's
though.
not Dave Parker, huh?
No.
See, I would have thought it would have been Dave Parker because he was a 300 hitter.
Yes, it was. This guy had a hell of a year. And you'll know him, but he's not. When you say
Bill Madlock?
No,
that's another. He's the best hitter on that team too.
He won a batting crown.
Yeah, these are good hitters. All right, I got.
It's not Manny Sanguian.
Al Oliver.
Not Al.
Mike Easler.
Yeah, 338.
He doesn't have as many at bats.
No,
he was a platoon guy.
My cigarette smoking, cocaine snorting Keith Hernandez led the Cardinals at 321.
Mike Easler platoon with Bill Robinson. Remember him?
Yeah. Yes, of course. The Texas Rangers with the old logo. Who led the Texas Rangers? This was a flamboyant, nutty outfielder.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Mickey Rivers.
Mickey Rivers.
He'd bunt all the time.
And then won a year. I don't know if you've liked this guy or hate this guy as a Brave. Led the Phillies with a 339 average. The averages were much better then.
Yeah. The power was way down.
Yeah. This guy caught. I remember him making a base running blunder for the Braves in a postseason game. Lonnie Smith.
He led the Phillies in hitting.
339 he hit.
Lonnie went to the Braves right from there and was a big part of those early. Oh, no, that's not right there. He's the 90s
But
Braves.
the best hitter of all in baseball that year played for the Kansas City Royals.
George Brett.
390.
Yeah.
$390.
All
Anyway,
right.
just some fun
Well,
with
that's
that.
cool. I like that.
We'll take a break. We'll cut. Nasty. He's got some answering to do.
Yeah, there's some
Oh,
stuff
man.
going on these boys have been talking about overheard in the break that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, we got
I'm not
culture,
kidding.
culture clash.
Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's more than just filling the stat sheet. It's the guy who makes the universal difference.
Cuts back and grabs a man for a touchdown.
The Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at golfteerepairs.com. Now, look, we don't fix golf tees. It's just a fun name for a company that is Jacksonville-based, makes affordable golf wear for men and women who love to play or just love to go out styling and profiling. Man, they got polos, got some T-shirts, got some hats, got some hoodies. Man, I love my hoodie. But you got to see it to believe it. Why? Well, it's at golfteerepair.com. It's all natural, made out of bamboo, comfortable, breathable clothing, golfteerepair.com. It's great to wear in the summertime. And into this month, when you're at football games, you can look good, you can be comfortable in the heat. It's golfteerepair.com. Gang, just go look at it. You'll be glad you did. Follow them on Instagram, golfteerepair.com. Always have deals. They got Duval shirts, Florida State shirts, Georgia shirts. They got them all. Check them out, golfteerepair.com.
When I say Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned has big selection, I mean it's huge. Mia here, not 100, not even 500, over 600 vehicles in one location. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under $18K. Plus, you get 60 days to love it or exchange it. 60 days. And Arlington's Credit for Everyone program is here to help you get financed. Shop Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned today, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
If you're looking for custom metalwork, look no further than Superior Fence and Rail. Whether it's custom railing, shade structures, or custom entry gates, their expert team controls the turnkey process. From CAD design and raw metal to powder-coated finish and expert installation. When you choose Superior Fence and Rail for your custom metal project, you get a project that's, well, superior. So get off the fence and call Superior Fence and Rail today.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
What's the penalty in baseball for a fielder throwing his glove at a batted ball in fair territory and hitting it?
When you call Southern Oak and file a claim, you'll be handled by our hand-picked vendors who will analyze any roof, storm, or water damage. It'll save money for you.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
If a fielder throws his glove at a batted ball in fair territory and hits it, it's scored a ground rule triple.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here. You've heard me talking about Pella Windows and Doors, and with great ratings and expert reviews, you know they're high quality and energy efficient products. So what's your next step? How about scheduling a free consultation or just stop by the Pella showroom right there on Phillips Highway next to Tesla? Pella's professional consultants will guide you through your entire project from start to finish. From simple projects to complex renovations, their team has the experience needed to make your project a success. And that's the quality and service you can expect from Pella Windows and Doors.
Facing a DUI charge or even a boating under the influence charge? Well, I'm your man, DUI lawyer Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. 285-4LAW. Once again, 285-4LAW.
Attention skilled electricians, are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
It's time to take it back to the 90s, Jags fans. Be at the bank Sunday, October 6th as we debut our Prowler throwback jerseys against the Colts and induct legendary head coach Tom Coughlin into the pride of the Jaguars at halftime. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. You're not going to want to miss this matchup. Lock in your seats now by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a dust bunny breeder from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Steve Johnson.
Welcome to the show, Steve.
It's great to be here, Alex.
Yeah, you don't have to answer it in the form of a question, Steve.
What is this game show?
See, that's another question.
Are you going to ask me about air conditioners?
Yeah, okay. How about we just send the Bueller guys over and you can annoy them with all your questions? Johnny?
That's right, Steve. Bueller Air and Plumbing can answer all your air conditioning questions. Repair options, replacement models, and how to make your AC last longer while saving electricity. Making sure you are cool.
Where is the parking lot?
You're killing me, Steve.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
What's changed totally inside and out? The Kuhn Flowers massive storefront, and yes, they've totally remodeled the showroom inside too. This is Frank Frangie. And the next time you drive by, stop and smell the roses at Kuhn Flowers.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Florida head coach Billy Napier, during his Wednesday press conference, commented on the lack of a pass rush on defense.
Yeah, no, I thought at times we are there. I think we struggled last week to get the guy on the ground a couple times. We overrun it or we lose contain.
Knowles head coach Mike Norvell sees the Cal running back as the major catalyst for their offense.
The running back was limited in the first couple games. He'll be back for us, and he's probably as good of a back, as you're going to see out there.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp came from behind to beat the Gwinnett Stripers on Wednesday night at home. The Jumbo Shrimp bats came alive to power them to the win. The teams will meet again this evening at 7:05 at 1-1 Financial Ballpark. MLB play saw the Marlins lose to the LA Dodgers. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 9:08 and it's 75 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I've cracked the code. I always feel a little extra special, a little extra smart when I crack one of the NFL codes. I've cracked a code here locally.
All right.
I hope this isn't Captain Obvious. Maybe it's been verbalized already. I've cracked the code word onboarding.
Okay.
I've cracked it. I have. This should not be a storyline to me. Onboarding is code word for ego.
Ego?
It's the only plausible explanation for ever using the term onboarding in public as a GM or as a coach.
Okay.
It's an ego play. And here's why. Here's what I mean. The Jaguars drafted Mason Smith in round 2. You pointed out, top 50 pick was inactive, a healthy scratch for Sunday's game, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mason Smith in the preseason, remind me what we saw from him.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't remember, great plays.
I'm not saying good or bad, but it didn't stand out. I think at one point it was a narrative. You know whose name we never hear one way or the other? Much?
Who?
Mason Smith.
The only thing I really remember about him is the name of the way he spells his name.
2 A's, right? So he's kind of invisible.
Right.
All right, we went week 1 to Miami. Mason Smith was active. The Jaguars, it was relayed to us after the game, their biggest disappointment in the No, he wasn't active on Sunday? The first Sunday at Miami?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he went down, and it was pointed out to us one of the biggest disappointments they thought in game 1 was the interior of the D-line. Remember that? Remember hearing that?
Yep.
Well, what does Mason Smith, the rookie, play?
He
plays in the middle. Okay, so you take your loss. You're trying to figure out why it happened. You go back. You look at what happened. The guys practice. You try and put the best interior D lineman that you can. And so if that means that the second round pick doesn't play, because He's not ready. He's not good enough. Now, who does that fall on? If you are a fan and you're trying to blame a second-round pick not playing, who do you blame? Because fans, all we do is blame. Blame and credit, blame and credit, blame and credit.
Right.
Nothing in the middle.
Right.
Who do you blame if the second-rounder's not playing week 2?
Who do you blame?
Yeah,
The
who
coach.
takes the blame? You blame the coach if the second-rounder's not playing week 2, because that's an interesting answer. I was thinking fans, for the most part, blame the GM, the guys who drafted him in the second round.
Coach made the decision.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. But you're saying he ain't good enough.
Well, I know no coaches who don't play who they think is a better player.
Unless there's a riff.
Even with the riff, I don't know coaches that don't play the better player unless they have to. The Luton over Minshew, that kind of deal. Right?
That was a shot.
So I'm just saying, I mean, if there's any storyline here to me, and this is where the ego and onboarding and passive aggressiveness and friction within the organization, this is how they crop up. It is that we drafted a guy in the top 50 who's not good enough to play. They've had the entire offseason, they have mini camps, they've had training camp, they had preseason games, they had an opener. We just lost. The middle of the line didn't play good. I don't think that onboarding should be an issue. It'd be, I don't know, guys good enough to win right now. And it, certainly appears that there's going to be some effort there, and you look back on last year, and then they view, well, what do you know? One side views it as the reason we didn't get better is because we didn't develop the players we brought in, and the other side views it as, imagine this, well, we didn't get better because the players we brought in weren't good enough.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to me. I mean, listen. I mean, why did we keep guys on the team who were not going to play? Which we have 2 of those guys who are, quote, projects that, again, they're on the 53. So maybe it's in response to that. Well, I had to keep these 2 guys, so I'm going to decide who plays. I get to decide the 40. I mean, I don't know, but I don't like it. And I don't feel like they're all on the same page. We could be wrong about this. No one has said anything to the contrary. In fact, they always dispute these.
Yeah, well, that's part of the insulation.
Writing on the wall.
And again, I said this yesterday, and I don't mean extra disrespect, but you do have a couple of guys that would potentially be involved, and these are only storylines when you're not winning.
Correct.
But if the 2 guys that are involved here, this ain't their first rodeo, and it didn't work out for either one of them last time.
Right.
Balky in San Francisco, very noted, was looked at as doesn't work well with others, and Peterson in Philly, I think there's this overall narrative that he was a power struggle. Like, if I can't do it my way, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
Well, here we are.
Here we are at 0-2.
Yeah. I'm told on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, Mason Smith did draw 2 holding penalties against the Dolphins. So if that's true, that's I guess a positive play for a defense. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Did he?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, no.
Did he? Did you say? Yeah. Oof.
E, can you explain?
Did he?
Oh. I thought you said did he.
Did I?
Did I?
Did you? There are some serious allegations being made about.
Look, like last year, dude. Last year was the second round. It was Brenton Strange. Was it Doug Peterson's fault that they didn't get a lot out of Brenton Strange last year? Don't you think he would have loved to have used Brenton Strange if he were capable of helping their offense?
Okay, well, I would come back with this. And listen, I'm not.
Okay. I'm running most of pass routes. Like the office says, well, they only ran X% of pass routes.
The story I heard, whether it's true or not, I don't know, but it's talk radio. We kick it around. They say, hey, man, we're going to run a lot of 12 personnel, which I believe is
need a
2 tight ends.
Yeah.
So he got him a tight end, and he never ran 12 personnel.
Okay, yeah.
Now, did he not run 12 personnel because he thought he wasn't good enough, or did he not run 12 personnel because he doesn't like being told what to do?
Again,
I don't know.
I can't. I would say this.
I thought Brenton Strange did Brenton Strange have a good game or bad game to you guys on Sunday, filling in for
He had
everybody?
a good game. He had a good game. He had the one miss. He dropped one, right? He got double kind of
like 3 for 65. The oddest thing to me is why did Brenton Strange get 20-yard catches and Evan Ingram never does?
Farrell's had one too. I don't know.
I don't know either. There's a lot I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why the sky's blue sometimes.
That's has to do with atmosphere and light and prisms and all that stuff.
Jordan Love may play this week.
Yeah, That's believable.
He's supposed to be out 3 to 4 weeks. He's trying to make it back. Some are saying
2.5.
I wouldn't be surprised if he plays this week.
Or
so.
two in a few days.
Yeah.
But they did have a Friday night game. Gives them a little bit of a head start. Not a huge one, but a little bit of one.
I think when you're 0-2 and you've lost a couple disappointing games, there's a lot of blame to go around. So I think Doug can get a bunch of the blame. Press can get a bunch of the blame. The coaches get a bunch of the blame. The players certainly get a bunch of the blame. And the GM should get a bunch of the blame.
I guess and that's all fine.
Yeah.
I guess what I am saying this because it's easy to just go, totally negative on everything and nobody can do anything any good. I honestly would stake any kind of, I don't know, belief.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think that Doug Peterson in week 2 of an NFL season or at any point of an NFL season would not use a guy to specifically send him,
he's not like he's a starter.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a negligible thing.
Right.
So it would make it easier to do that.
I don't ever
I'm
think
not playing this guy.
I don't think
I'll play Ledbetter.
Yeah, I
like him.
See, I don't think I don't get no. That's not what I would think.
Huh?
Or
maybe the defensive coordinator wasn't happy. I don't know.
Yeah. 100%.
They don't tell us.
I guess all I'm saying is I think Doug Peterson always going to play the guy that he thinks is going to give him a better chance to win. I don't think if it's close, even if one gives you the better chance, I can't imagine sending messages in September. But I mean, it is a temperamental game, right?
Yeah,
temperamental business for sure. And
it's listen. But here's the deal. I mean, it don't matter who you are. If things don't turn around here, man, with the expectations and the money that the owners put out, heads are going to roll. And he may blame the GM. He may blame the coach. He may blame. I don't know. My guess is he would blame the coach first over the GM. He seems to have a affinity for the GM for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm not on either side, I guess, is more what I'm saying. I've always had my reservations about the GM. I've begun to have some reservations about the coach just because we're not winning. And I need him. I mean, I need him to be the Super Bowl winning coach that he's been and to pull us out of this funk and find us some
make
dubs.
Trevor better.
And if he
develop his quarterback.
And if he does, well then, and again, all you got to do is go win one game. Because think about it this way.
Yeah.
Forget all this. We throw the stats at you. 0-3, you don't make the playoffs. 0-4, you're dead. Think about it this way. None of us would have been shocked if the Jags were 1-3 after their first 4.
No, we would have been
had
disappointed, but not shocked.
chances to win the first 2. I'm just taking this a little half full for a second. None of us would have been shocked. We had chances to win the first 2. Say we are 1-3 after the first 4, and then we beat the Colts at home, which we seemingly always do. And we go to London and we beat 2 teams that we very well could beat, New England and Chicago.
It'll look a lot like last year.
All right,
that's what last year looked like.
Then all of a sudden we're 4-3.
100%.
And so the whole narrative changes.
The 0-2 and even the 0-3, and I know the statistical, the stats are there. It doesn't seem as daunting as that stat sounds. Like I would not completely give up even if they lost to Buffalo. Now, if they lose to Buffalo and Houston, I'm giving up. They're not making the playoffs if they lose both these games. Stats, history says they won't make if they lose the Buffalo game.
Yeah.
But I still feel like if they play decent football, we start to see some things, even losing to Buffalo, if they beat Houston the next week, I don't think they're out of it, to your point.
No.
They'd be 1-3, then they have a chance with Bud is right.
Yeah, there's a big but.
There's a
There's
but.
a capital BU.
100%.
Capital T.
It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Oh, yeah, the injured hamstring. All it takes to spoil the dream is the tweak of a hamstring.
Boy, this is bad news.
Listen for the Farah and Farah injury update.
On 1010XL, Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, John, my dad, Randy Marion's gone absolute Cadillac crazy. You won't believe our Escalade lineup.
Well, how crazy we talking, Jennifer?
Buckle up, folks. We've got over 35 Cadillac Escalades.
35 Escalades? That's luxury overload.
I'm talking fully loaded models, cutting-edge tech, and that signature Cadillac style.
And the deals are even more luxurious. $4,000 Escalade loyalty rebate.
Plus 5% off MSRP on retired courtesy vehicles. Head to Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Plus tax tag title $899 admin fee and resist all.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Mad Men Marketing, Jacksonville's original digital ad agency, is now able to get your ads placed on Amazon Prime Video. Their digital experts are some of the few digital marketers approved to insert on Amazon Prime Video. Call their digital consultants at 355-1766 to learn how you can use Amazon Prime Video to grow your business and increase sales. Mad Men Marketing. Interact. Don't interrupt.
Googie Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Prosser here. I've been telling you for years about Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season finally upon us. Imagine watching your favorite teams in your new Lifetime Man Cave, family hangout, or Lifetime's version of a she shed. And now Lifetime is expanding their replacement window division. Make your home energy efficient with their Energy Star rated windows, enclosures, flooring, and windows to fit any and all budgets. Visit the showroom just off Phillips Highway. Proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let Lifetime be your home team.
A different path means a new hope for Miami football this season.
Find out what you need to know about the Canes on the Performance Painting Hurricane Report.
Keep an eye on the Canes as they strike back on 1010XL. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Hey, so happy to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, that's what I mean. That's how they'll treat you when you visit the beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about, man. No pressure, just friendly help. You know I got my boy Blue. I love my blue Silverado. But if you want a car, an SUV, electric, pre-owned, you want a truck like me, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no worries. MooreChevy.com. So easy to navigate as any site. You can try all the vehicles, including a Corvette that they're giving away. Have you registered yet for that? They're giving it away soon. It's this fall. Register to win and drive away in a brand new, beautiful Corvette for free. Sales, service, parts on MooreChevy.com. Never been more easy to use. I like to say George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
1 second left. Packers are down by 6 at the goal line. Your defense is the only thing stopping them from scoring. Is your team prepared? Double Check Cybersecurity has your back. With an AI-powered defense, start your 14-day trial at doublecheck.com.
You already know it's your boy E to the T, and winning season is back. Football is back, and my bookie is here, baby, to make sure you're ready to cash in on all the action. This season, my bookie is pulling out all the stops with incredible promotions like weekly risk-free boost on Thursdays, where you can bet without a sweat. If your bet hits, you win big. If it doesn't, forget about it. My bookie will refund you your wages, but that's just the beginning. My bookie is giving away hundreds of thousands in prizes with their Super Survivor and their Square contest. Get your entries in now for your shot to win huge cash rewards. For a limited time, they're bringing back the double deposit bonus. When you're ready to get started, use my promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus that doubles your money. Double your cash, my boy, with that promo code 1010XL before you place every bet. And now loyalty pays off. With my bookie, the more you play, the more you win. It's simple. My bookie is the lock of the century. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season. Come on, somebody.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
A customer called DuckDuckRooter saying they had some nasty stuff backing up inside their home. So we went with our camera to look inside their plumbing lines. And sure enough, tree roots in the sewer line. Need to see what's blocking your lines? Call our team to locate the issue and provide solutions to resolve it. 904-862-6769. Visit DuckDuckRooter.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jags. DuckDuckRooter, your fully insured and certified plumbing contractor, residential and commercial.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
When storms start to crop up in the Atlantic or Gulf this time of year, having a solid plan to handle anything that sweeps through the First Coast is very important. That's where American Electrical comes in. Ensure your home's safety and comfort with an American Electrical home generator.
As the area's leading home generator dealer and installer, American Electrical can offer you easy installation, simple maintenance, and peace of mind. Schedule an assessment by simply calling the team at American Electrical. They'll walk you through the best generator for your home or business. Log on, american-electrical.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back. It's early, but this doesn't feel like when you go like a major leaguer hits 2 home runs on the opening day and you're like, he's on pace to hit 324 homers. You know that ridiculous thing that we do every now and then? This is a little different. 2 games is obviously a bigger portion of the NFL schedule. But today's Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark and Kingsland. Take that short drive, save on those big city prices. You will not beat the customer service at my friends with the Murray Ford. So this guy, Aiden Hutchinson, he's been pretty good. Remember when we had the number 1 pick and went Trayvon Walker?
Yeah. He's a good player, but he's not Aiden Hutchinson.
It's just, no. It's time to, by the way, we're getting long enough into this. It's time to stop saying good player, but. Because apparently the Lions at number 2 have drafted a guy who's going to prove to be one of the all-timers.
Oh, dear.
Since he came into the league, Hutchinson has earned a 91.4 pass rush grade. 4th among edge defenders. The other 3, Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, Nick Bosa.
Oh, boy.
Those are 2 recent Defensive Player of the Year winners.
Mm-hmm.
Through 2 games, Hutchinson has a 95 pass rush grade. It leads the NFL. He has 6 sacks, 4 quarterback hits, 17 pressures, and a 42% win rate. All best in the league through 2 weeks.
You know what it's kind of like, Jeff, honestly?
On pace to set the sack record again through 2 weeks.
The Texans picked 3rd in that draft. And they took Derek Stingley Jr. The Jets picked 4th, and they took Sauce Gardner. The Texans took the wrong corner, too. Sauce is better than Derek Stingley
But
Jr.
Stingley's also very
really good.
Yeah.
I saw him get beat a lot these first couple weeks, but he's good. But he ain't as good as Sauce.
No, I guess. That's not as big a difference, I don't think.
You don't think so?
He probably got more picks than Sauce.
I don't think I think the difference between Hutchinson and Walker is greater than the difference between Sauce and. Now, after year 1, it didn't look like that. Sauce's first year was. He seems to have come back just a touch. I don't know. Those cornerbacks are hard to read. They don't get stats because no one throws at them.
Yeah.
Right.
Say the bad pick is Evan Neal with the Giants. He hasn't done anything. He's been a disappointment. Garrett Wilson was 10th. Kyle Hamilton's a really good pick.
That's a good draft is what you got there. They just overdid it. Again,
overthought it.
Yeah,
you overthought
it,
Sometimes
man.
you overthink. If Balky is one of the James Cook 63rd.
The Lions submitted the 2nd overall pick. They couldn't run it up there any faster. In fact, so fast the league was ticked, they didn't take more time.
Yeah.
Within a minute of being on the clock, they sprinted to take Aiden Hutchinson. They didn't want any trade talk. They didn't want any offers. They had 10 minutes to decide. It took them 10 seconds.
And that's where he wanted to go. He's from Michigan. He wanted to stay home, but you can't let the player dictate. He would have come here. He would have been happy. But again, that's old news. I mean, we've gone over this a million times, but because of his start now, what has he got, 5.5 sacks already?
Yeah, 31 sacks is tied for 7th during the span that he's been in the league.
Mm-hmm.
37 hit ranks 5th.
Yeah.
191 total pressures ranks 3rd.
Yeah.
Only Bosa and Parsons. Top 10 in just about everything.
I was bummed about Trayvon in week 2 because week 1 I thought he had a real good game. And
he ended up with a sack in week 2, but it didn't feel like he played better than week 1. Didn't he get a sack? I thought he had a sack.
No, he didn't. He was very invisible week 2.
Oh, wait. Week 2, he had the angle, and the guy dodged him.
He got away from him. But week 2, he was somewhat invisible. You cannot be invisible when you're playing backup tackles. And I thought Hines Allen, now, Tony said I think he had 4 quarterback pressures and a sack. So, but I mean, we need,
I think Hines Allen, I may have read, was the top graded guy of the weekend.
But I needed domination that day.
Yeah.
I needed
no doubt
one of those guys to stop. Like I think Bucky Brooks said it, the stars to play like stars. If there are stars, they needed to get the damn Browns off the field on that 16-play drive or that 12-play drive or that 4-minute, 5-minute. The first 3 drives, they got points. So again, it's, don't get me wrong, it's all the offense, but
no, Trayvon had two tackles, 1 solo.
Yeah.
Too many snaps did not. He did have the one. I mean, he had beeline. He couldn't, and he got faked out.
Yeah. Well, and that happens. I mean, look.
I know, but still.
But I need that over and over and over again against a backup. Like they can't
That's
block
happening.
him.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
Never has been said.
When there's a backup tackle, and that's all.
I mean, at the end of the day, again, Trayvon Walker can go on to be a nice player for a lot of years. So the guy that they had as the number 1 pick is going to be a Hall of Famer. If Aiden Hutchinson stays healthy, he's going to be T.J. Watt and all the guys that you want your guy to be.
Yeah.
Don't kid yourself when you're measuring the growth chart of Detroit and the growth chart of Jacksonville. Those things add up. And Hutchinson here and Walker there would make them a little worse and us a little better. Not that they're and I don't mean to bang on Walker. It's just having that and not doing it. That's it. Forget what Walker does. You've got a guy here. It looks like he's going to be, dare I say it, generational.
I thought we were going to do that.
That's for a different player on a different team at a different position.
What's the guy's name for the Tampa Bay Rays? Ryan Pepio?
He's young, right?
Huh?
Is he a young guy? Why do I know that name?
He's a pitcher for him. He threw an immaculate inning last night. I was just curious how to say his name. It's Pepiot. Pepio.
Don't know. I've never. He's not faced us.
And the immaculate inning is
what
3
is it?
pitches.
Yeah.
9 strikes.
9 strikes. Yes.
Yeah.
9 straight.
Strike out the side.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sit down.
Yeah. Don't happen a lot.
Second one this year, I believe. It don't happen much. Immaculate inning is a pretty cool thing.
Sure, it's
which I didn't know much about. I don't think I've ever heard that term till recently. I don't remember.
Well, I remember hearing it.
Yeah.
Years and years ago. I don't know exactly when. The it's just my train of thought just escaped me. Doggone it.
And we got a big 4-game set starting with the Phillies tonight. So we'll see. We had a 9-run inning last night, which was very enjoyable to watch. I did enjoy that a great deal. I'd like about 3 of those this weekend. I'd be really happy. So, but it's the pitching for the Mets that has turned the season around. Their starting pitching has been terrific, especially over the last couple of months. And this is it. There's 10 games to go. It's 4 with the Phils, 3 with the Braves, and 3 with the Brewers. Would I take 6-4 right now? That would get me 90 wins. I would, but I don't know if that'll get me in. It might be 91.
I don't think it will. No, we're not getting a 91.
Well,
we're 2 behind you, which means you said that means we'd have to go 8-2.
8-2, yeah.
I'm not going 8-2.
Well, you got 3 with the Fish and the Red. I mean, of these 4,
just those 4,
you set yourself up greatly if you can win these 4.
Yeah, if I win all 4, I'll probably make up 1 game and it'll be 1 down.
Well, you might make up 2
on Arizona.
On us.
We
got 4 with the Phils.
I've seen this movie. I know what the Phillies are doing. They're just, you're going to win. You guys are fired up. They're playing good. I mean, look, the Diamondbacks are there too.
Yeah.
I'll try and get them. I don't care. I just want to get in. But
yeah. Diamondbacks also have a tough schedule. They got Milwaukee for 4 in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and Milwaukee's clinched.
Milwaukee, though, is hangover today because they all got drunk last night because they won.
They start today, the Diamondbacks and Brewers?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then they have San Fran. Then they have the Padres.
Yeah. And the Padres also have the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Suddenly, this implosion by the Royals is bad for us.
Yeah, because they got to try.
I mean, they were locked up. They've lost 4 in a row. Detroit's lost 4 in a row, and now the Tigers are on the cusp. By the way, man, if you don't think coaching matters, it just matters, dude. It's amazing how and baseball managers, dude. I mean, A.J. Hinch, come on, man. He just went to Detroit, and how long did that take? They were the worst team in the league, Dan.
Yeah.
He won the World Series. His players cheated. He was very, very, very good as the Astros manager, and now here he's in Detroit, and he's taking the saddest sack of all baseball franchises. Detroit was the White Sox a lot of years in a row, buddy.
There's an outside chance that this team doesn't make the playoffs.
What team?
The Baltimore Orioles. They are reeling.
Yeah, I know. I did see they've lost like 9 of 11.
And they're a mess. And they need to be careful because they're 4 games clear of the Twins. The Tigers are a half game behind them. It would take
4.5. It'd take a monumental collapse.
But we've seen it happen before, and they're not playing good baseball. They're not playing good baseball. And they have Detroit.
Ooh.
They have Detroit. They go to the Yankees and the Twins.
Yeah, but the Yankees doesn't matter as much as they
The
wrapped it
Yankees
up.
hate the Orioles.
That's fair. And the Yankees, I remember Johnny Yankee telling us, own the Orioles. They had some sort of ridiculous.
But this year, the Orioles have done much better. And
Johnny Yankee still alive, by the way?
I haven't heard from Johnny Yankee in a long time.
They got a real tough schedule. At the Twins, they're also in it. Hey, man, I didn't know the schedule, but yeah, you're going to go Detroit. Wouldn't that be something if they missed the playoffs?
I mean, just be careful. This team was cruising. They DFA'd Kimbrel.
You got to understand, Detroit.
You know that,
yes,
right?
I did.
Yeah.
Detroit and Minnesota are the two teams, they're chasing them.
I know.
They get Detroit at home, but they finish at Minnesota. So if Minnesota's within 3, or 2 or 3, then they could pass them.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
There's an outside chance. I don't think it's going to happen.
To be honest with you, it's somewhat surprising that the Orioles were as good as they were for as long as they were, because that pitching staff got hit hard.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing they traded for Burns.
I know.
He saved their bacon. He's probably got the only wins they've had.
When they beat you on June 12th, they were 45-22. They were 23 games over. And that's a long time ago. And since that time, at 45-22, they're now only... That's 23 over. They're now only 16 over. They have not played good baseball. Below average. So, anyway, something to keep an eye on. We'll take a break, right? We'll come back. You want to do some New York City headlines today, E?
Let's do it.
All right. It'll get nasty.
Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on the drill.
On 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a Dandy, and do it today.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Your school, your colors. There's something special about football under the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights with Hacker and Andrew Gibson. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
Hey, Hicken here for Bow 9 Associates. You'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden, currently called upon for his expert opinion. He's currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder, of course, of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today and experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bow 9 and Associates.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a dust bunny breeder from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Steve Johnson. Welcome to the show, Steve.
It's great to be here, Alex.
Yeah, you don't have to answer in the form of a question, Steve.
What is this game show?
See, that's another question.
Are you going to ask me about air conditioners?
Yeah, okay. How about we just send the Bueller guys over and you can annoy them with all your questions? Johnny?
That's right, Steve. Bueller Air and Plumbing can answer all your air conditioning questions. Repair options, replacement models, and how to make your AC last longer while saving electricity. Making sure you are cool.
Where is the parking lot?
You're killing me, Steve.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost are the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Apply by November 7th.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood. Clayton, I've got a simple question. How much does a 1-carat diamond cost?
Frank, that's an impossible question to answer because a carat is only a measure of weight for gemstones. It'd be no different than me saying, I have a beautiful wife. She weighs 125 pounds, which you'd find is a ridiculous description. Diamonds are graded for 4 factors, and carat weight is only one of those factors. The others are cut, color, and clarity, and each of these factors is graded specifically and set by a certified gemologist in an accredited gem laboratory. So when you ask about a diamond's weight, we're going to tell you more than just the price. At Underwoods, we want a customer to understand how all 4 factors of diamond quality relate back to the rarity and value of the diamond. Needless to say, we all understand the value of a dollar. At Underwoods, we want our customers to know what their dollar buys in diamond value. So if you're shopping for the best, stop by Underwoods.
That's at Underwoods in San Marco, in Avondale, or at the shops of Ponte Vedra.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
NFL analyst Bucky Brooks on what he sees in the 0-2 Jaguars.
Right now, the stars for the Jaguars are not getting it done. There's no way to slice it. There's no way to sugarcoat it. The stars are not playing at a star level, particularly when it's been an offseason where ownership has paid a lot of money to a lot of the star players on the Jags. And if you ask me who the stars are, hey man, I'll reference them. 16, 13, 17, number 1, 44, 41, 23, and 3. Now, it's 2 games in. It's a small sample size, but after 2 games, you certainly are disappointed because the stars haven't shown up.
NFL analyst Bucky Brooks. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
Gotta let himself go.
Time to cool down a little bit here, man. Cool down from our... I'm glad the Jags can get back to work here. I need a game. I need a game with a win. I mean, we're 14 days in of misery.
I am cooling down by pondering the NFL game tonight. You know, we have talked a lot about urgency, and there are 3 0-2 teams that got tough outs this weekend, man.
Yeah.
And the 0-3 stat is damning. We've talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
If the Jets are going to realize their potential,
they got to win tonight.
They can't lose a game. And suddenly the Patriots they're not terrible.
Little formula.
They won
formulaic.
That's right. They won at Cincinnati.
They're going to run the ball and play good defense.
They went overtime, and this is the part. Remember we talked about that Jets schedule? This is the part of the schedule where they got to, you got to get wins. They got New England at home. They got Denver at home. They got Minnesota over in London. And then, it gets a little different. You got Buffalo. You're at Pittsburgh. You still got to play Houston. So I would suggest that it's a very important game, even just at 1-1 for the Jets tonight, Thursday Night Football against the Pats.
There's a new exciting world of medicine. It's concierge medicine, and my friend Rick Townsend, Dr. Rick Townsend, my personal doctor, has gone there. You can find out much more at mypvconcierge.com. mypvconcierge.com, but it gets you much more intimate relationship with your doctor where you can deal with him whenever you need to. You call him, he calls you back. You have his personal phone number if something's bothering you. You get in to see him right away. And whatever you need, yearly physicals, office, virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, you name it, Doc T has you covered. And again, it's mypvconcierge.com. Go check it out. It's not nearly the cost that you may think it is, and it gives you a membership almost to like an exclusive club of dealing with your health, which there's nothing more important than that. With that said, he does also sponsor New York City Headlines, which he is very excited about.
Oh.
And without further ado,
They're accurate because we can't make it up. We're not creative enough.
A teen seen calmly texting stepdad friend seconds after allegedly fatally shooting mom who discovered her secret life.
So the teen has the secret life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that secret life now includes jail and prison and trauma and tragedy and goodness knows what.
Diddy as bad as Epstein, says officer who saw his sex room's hidden cameras during Miami mansion raid.
This story is really gross. You guys go look it up if you want to.
Oh,
but
man.
Diddy's a bad human being, dude. Evil. Evil comes in all forms and fashions. Ooh. Some stuff going on with Diddy.
Man.
It's not pretty. Diddy ain't pretty.
Shaq's 3-word response as video emerges in viral saga with influencer.
That's a funny story.
Yeah. Okay, he won't get me past the headline. What's that about, E?
So basically, somebody took a picture with him, a female, and he denied it was him. So she then posted more receipts.
Some other stuff.
It is him.
Yeah. She just messed up her bag.
I got you.
Revenge body. Reality star reveals the cosmetic procedure she secretly had done before filing for divorce. She has a revenge body.
Yeah, there's a divorce diet. It's another term that comes into play when two people go their separate ways.
Jane's Addiction drops new song days after canceling tour over Perry Farrell, Dave Navarro
Yeah,
fight.
when 60-year-olds are slap fighting 58-year-olds on stage, not a good look.
Rat Tail. Inside New York City Mayor Eric Adams' long hatred of rats from a pet named Mickey, boozy traps, and his family's Alabama farm.
So just for the record, we got to have a reason to hate rats?
Rat poison.
Doesn't that come just natural?
Hidden in the clouds, Van Gogh's Starry Night held a secret, and scientists just discovered the hidden turbulence. He really did go the extra mile.
Those old timers have some weirdness about them, so I'm not sure I want to know what that hidden little meaning is.
Oh My Lanta, body believed to be Kentucky highway shooter found by bounty hunting YouTubers during live stream.
Just so much there to unknown. Bounty hunter live stream is a thing?
Guess so.
I'm gonna put a bounty out on you and watch them, track them. Not a killing bounty, some sort of capture.
Yeah.
It won't be dead or alive. It'll just be alive.
NBA insider didn't want to hold his phone at the urinal anymore. An ESPN retirement shocker. Wanted life back.
I think that's an awesome story. I love that. Woj goes out, makes his money. Just going to go do his passion. He's a St. Bonaventure basketball fan, and doggone it, if you're going to let me be the GM, I'll take it.
Sinking ship, California yacht loaded with 1,000 rounds of ammo fireworks burst into flames and sinks at popular marina.
It's an issue out there. These people buy these old refurbished war and cruise ships, and they dock them out there, and that's awesome. They're all sinking.
Do they need to call a Coast Guard?
Weird, maybe. But they need the dudes that can swim, though.
Oh.
Pandemonium, Chinese zoo admits its pandas are just painted dogs.
No. Yeah, we had this before, remember? Remember we looked at that video years ago, and they were trying to say that it was pandas?
New death clock claims to be able to predict when you will die and motivate you to live longer.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, the death clock knows when you're going to die. You bet it does.
Dangerous delivery. Armed robbers disguised as DoorDash drivers allegedly zip-tie mom in front of kids and frightening home invasion.
Is there a non-frightening home invasion?
Probably not.
Ooh, bonus.
I was close. The music was playing. I wanted to get the last one
echo.
in.
He's like FSU. Plays for the echo of the whistle.
I do. E?
Now, the 2-minute drill, brought to you by Injury Care Centers, the exclusive provider of BioTarget regenerative therapy for pain. Visit GoBioTarget.com for a location near you.
Morning, Tone.
Morning. It's hard to match the energy of those last three headlines. That's a little off the rails.
We get off the rails. We didn't do Decorum, even in the 9 o'clock nasty, prohibit us diving into the P. Diddy
The
story
Diddy,
today.
again, you got to look that one up on your own.
It
That's
is,
just
we
just
can't
nasty.
go there.
Yeah, and it's
E can't. I want to ask E. It's cultural clash. We got lots of questions here.
No good.
It's dividing the culture, man.
It is. He tells me it's not good.
Yeah,
it's not good.
It's not
so.
good for any culture, by the way. I don't care what your culture is; it's bad for your culture.
Yeah. What do you got cooking today on a Thursday?
We'll have Mike DeRocco in with us.
Who bought breakfast?
Mike DeRocco.
Yeah.
And so
D-Rock and Dylan.
D-Rock brought the breakfast this week.
Two
although
freaking losers.
Dempsey not going to be able to enjoy his breakfast. He's stuck in whatever that.
Oh, he's on 95.
Monstrosity
He didn't listen
is on 95.
He didn't listen to the report process.
Yeah, so he'll be joining us from the house in a little while, whenever he can even get back to the house. So we're efforting Dempsey. He'll join us.
95 is a parking lot, apparently.
Yeah, it's ugly. If you're apparently something.
That's a
flipped,
bad day to get
semi-flipped.
screwed today because you got breakfast.
Yeah, he called me. He was like, make sure someone eats the breakfast.
All right.
You know, one of those, and he'll be ready to go for the breakfast bowl when we get to it in the second hour this morning. But our question of the day today asking, which of these Jags offensive players are you most confident in seeing a bounce back week from this week? Your options in the poll: Tank Bigsby, Anton Harrison, Christian Kirk, Cam Robinson.
Like to see Mason Smith get in there.
Yeah, well, we may ask
Can't
about
bounce
the
back
defense
if you're
tomorrow.
inactive.
Yeah.
Have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony searching for who it'll be this week. Back to Dylan. We kind of rotate between Dylan and D-Rock on the.
It seems apparent these two boys here are going to eat free all year.
Yeah, they like it. They're happy. Thursdays are taken care of. This is the drill. Our job is done.
Yeah.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's the play that influenced